And away we go.
All right, time for a live in-person session of D&D. And one person remotely playing from their home.
The tourists.
The tourists.
And the locals.
Apologies in advance to anybody who watches this on YouTube. All of our, 3 views that we'll get. Because, yeah, we're doing an in-person session. We don't have a setup right now to record us. So you're going to get the audio of us and the map and the roll cam, and hopefully that's still entertaining enough.
All right. So what happened last session? You guys journeyed to the Great Worm Cavern, one of the Utgard barbarian mounds, to locate the artifacts of the giants that you need to access Maelstrom. So that was an interesting encounter.
Yeah.
You guys met the folk of the Great Worm Cavern, a deity, a worm that was hidden inside the statue that Cortion spoke with and learned so much about his companions.
Spooky ghosts all the way.
Spooky ghost. Old Raynor got wrecked by some Rimmerhazes as he smashed the shield, the gong that he wasn't supposed to touch. But you guys recovered the gong, which was a shield, the ancient shields of the giants, one of the ancient artifacts stolen from the giants long ago. And so you kind of plotted a course of all the different burial mounds you're going to hit up, making a stop next at Raven Rock, still within the spine of the world. I'm going to change that map to Raven Rock. Yeah, disregard, it's not water. I can't go far enough. It's so difficult.
Map system on Roll20 is not best.
It's also not Everland. Disregard, we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. And
I think there's a CSS hack you can do to make it full screen maps like
that'd be
this.
so beautiful. Here we are, Raven Rock. You guys flew above Raven Rock, the second burial mound, and you noticed there's a large.
Casually browsing YouTube.
You noticed that there's a large statue.
Well, you must have clicked the...
There's a large statue of a raven. In the center of the burial mound, tall carving of this raven. And you notice there are ravens flying about, giant ravens flying around the sky, and they're kind of watching you and observing from a distance as your airship, the Grim, made its approach. Dropped you off, and you guys are kind of looking around the area. From the air, you also notice the southern side of this burial mound. There is what appears to be the shape of a wolf as well, and an altar that's situated around the heart, where the heart of the wolf would be. But you guys landed on the top, the highest part of the mound, the hill, and you guys are standing in front of the statue. At which point, Wolverbane looked up to one of the ravens in the sky, cast Speak with Beasts, and he said something. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
So what did you say?
Was it something like, "Oh, friends" or something?
Was it?
Yeah.
All right. So you kind of put on one of the ravens in the sky. You notice that he's kind of he looks a little bit rough, like he's been through a bad blizzard or something.
Seen some things.
Yeah, he's seen something. His eyes are all bloodshot and wide. He's got a cracked beak. But you kind of commune with the beast. And you ask him, "Ho, friends." At which point it just the rest of you guys hear this giant screech, and then it says to you, "I'm not your friend." In Crow.
What were we wanting to find out?
Question.
Oh, by the way, guys, I'm talking to this crow. I didn't know if you could tell from can't understand me, but
The strange noises you were making.
yeah, it seems it's talking back, so we could ask it something.
Oh,
We're looking for the giant artifact.
ask him
the
if there's any
giant's
fancy, shiny thing around here. Big
To
object.
be clear,
I call back to the raven. Do you know of any fancy, shiny, magical, giant artifacts around?
There's about 10 of them swirling in the sky, and they're all kind of just watching you. It replies, No shiny artifacts! No shiny artifacts! I see one on you! I see one on you! And it's just looking at you, as you notice you're wearing all these fancy magical items, and you're pretty giant yourself. And you recall that everything is kind of cased in ice. There's like a nice thick layer of ice on everything, similar to the other cave that you were at. It squawks again, and you guys just keep hearing the squawks, but it says to Wolverine, it says, "Who's asking? Who's asking?"
I'm asking.
And you start to hear them all kind of just start squawking at each other. Presumably they're laughing at you. Laughing at you.
I would know because I'm speaking a language.
It sounds like them like just laughing. And we're not for the rest of them. It sounds like they're just going crazy.
I start laughing a little bit too. Are there any people around other than the few you see before you?
How big are the ravens? Sorry.
They're giant ravens. Like you would consider.
Ask them to carry me.
A giant raven?
They're like you've witnessed giant vultures before. You've seen them before when you guys were in Zephyrus Tower. Something like that.
I want to look at the place from the top.
You do have an airship.
Just to point that out.
Never mind.
I don't know if you guys cooperative.
But you asked Wolverine if there's anyone around. It says, the tribe, it comes and goes. You should come and go.
There's a tribe around that comes and goes apparently.
Oh, is there any tracks of the tribe then?
See them?
Make a survival check.
Ask them the last time the tribe was here.
I do that.
You say it in Raven.
Definitely don't see much stuff. 10, 9.
There was a recent snowfall. It's covered up any kind of tracks that may have existed. But the Raven says, it kind of just says, gone too long.
They say they've been gone too long, so maybe something happened to them, or they will be here
Soon.
soon.
Do you want to see them? I don't think we want to see them.
Or the raven doesn't remember the last time because they were gone so long.
That could be it.
So what does the big raven in front of us look like? Anything specific? Anything sitting at the bottom of it? Any
Giant moons on it?
Anything that gives away as anything?
Yep.
Well, I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm looking
is
for.
there like any stuff that was given, like food around it? Is there any signs of it being active, I guess? Yeah, sure. Or
Yeah, make an investigation check if you want to look at that.
Symbols.
Some symbols.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
oh, that's a really good
investigate as
19 plus
Some sigils.
investigation.
Yeah.
22.
It's
well. 4. Oh yeah. Right where I'm supposed to be.
you see a reflection in the ice and it scares you for a second over there. But you look around. It's there's kind of like a smaller altar in front of the rock, the raven itself. Smaller stone altar that clearly would have been used for offerings or whatnot. But it's been a long time since
Oh,
it's
wow.
been used. It's coated in a nice thick layer of ice.
Well, the raven is not wrong. It's been really long. There's a sign that people have been here, but not for a long time.
There's a lot of ice on this thing. Look at all that ice.
Do you guys want to check out this altar? I point towards
Yeah.
the altar.
I want to.
Wolverine, did they say anything about the altar over there? Safe to approach.
I call it to the ravens. Does this tribe do anything over at the altar?
You referred to the altar to the south, right?
This thing, right? Where the wolf is? The
yeah.
wolf part?
The raven says, squawks back and says, "Not this tribe, not this tribe."
This tribe.
Do you know what anyone does at that altar?
Ask the wolves.
Oh,
I start looking around to see if I see any wolves.
Sure, make a perception check.
I gotta roll. D20, right? Split perception.
Whoa, easy.
3.
Yeah, no, there's nothing except you guys. It's pretty quiet.
Oh yeah, use that, please. Okay.
Should we walk over to the altar?
Yes.
yeah, let's go check it out.
Can we walk slowly, guys, just so we don't get surrounded by some ice
Post haste.
stuff coming from the...
No stutter stepping, just run right over there.
Or not.
Okay, so you guys kind of leave Raven Rock and head towards the wolf.
Yeah.
The wolf altar.
Slowly, cautiously?
I mean,
No caution, just go straight.
carefully so you as do not slip on the ice as you make your way down. But what you see is it's a kind of it's a simple stone altar, pretty long. And it sits on a little mounds that would again be where the heart of this howling shaped wolf would be.
What do you mean where a shaped wolf would be? Like,
So it looks the
See, like,
shape
the
of a
shape?
wolf, and the altar kind of situates where its heart would be.
It's like a very rough.
oh, I
howling
see.
to the
So, okay, the head is at the top and then the tail is at the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, good to know.
Or is it howling at the raven?
Oh. maybe.
Oh. Okay.
That's the wolf. Is that the wolf we have
And
to ask?
it's sitting on like a higher platform than where we are standing
Yeah,
right
so
now.
it kind of dips downwards. You have to kind of go across. A little.
I turn to Courtian and I say, You said that a spirit spoke to you when we were at the last burial mound, when you approached the altar, yes?
Yes, and I think it's speaking to me now.
Well, go forward
Yeah, I
and
think
go forward and try to commune once more. Perhaps we'll have the same luck.
I take the demand in jest and in lightness, and I want to go up and I want to touch the altar and pretend that I'm communing with the spirits.
All right. The
Pretend.
The altar is very cold to the touch. Again, there's ice. As your companions watch you, kind of put your hand on this cold altar. You close your eyes and focus. And you just focus, and you just kind of put a show on of communing with some sort of deity. I want everyone to.
Whoa!
I want everyone to.
They're speaking to me. Oh, they say Lucius. Lucius, why are you so cold to Courtian?
What do you want us to roll?
Disregard the roll.
Oh.
As Cordion says that out loud.
It's pretty clear that he's just
Yeah.
messing with us at this point.
Yeah.
I just kind of scowl under my hood.
Do I feel anything?
You feel his malice.
It's cold. No, you just feel it cold on your gauntlets.
Is it saying something good?
No, it's just cold. Just cold. Yeah. Let's take a closer look though. Let me just take a closer look.
Sure, make an investigation check as you look at the altar.
Yeah. Investigation. Sorry, one sec.
So the wolf shape is a valley?
Yeah, it kind of goes. Yeah, it goes back up into another hill. Yeah, there's definitely carvings in the altar itself, some depictions of some sort of I guess deity almost. You notice that there are depictions of animals, beasts, kind of lined up, and they're all you see elk and you see bears, tigers, and lions. And they're all kind of just looking towards a larger beast above them, which looks to be a wolf. And in this depiction, you see there's kind of above the wolf there is a depiction of like another beast, but you're not really sure what it is. But it's bigger and it seems to be almost encapsulating the wolf. It's pretty ominous when you look at it.
Do any of us recognize said beast?
Is it a ruin?
A yeti?
Make a history check.
19?
Ooh.
You're not really sure what the beast is. The beast doesn't take much of a form. It's like almost like a shadow or whatnot. It doesn't really depict the beast itself, but just from the history of the way that it's chiseled in the hierarchy of the almost like a pyramid depiction, it seems to be some sort of like deity or demon or something like that. That's kind of commanding this wolf, and then all the other ones seem to be bowing to it.
Hey, Lucius. Does that look some? Does that sort of look like a demon kind of thing? That's up your alley, isn't it?
Where's the altar at the bottom? The horizontal profile picture.
It's not there.
Okay. Is the altar
It's
pointing?
right here.
Is it pointing towards something? Like, does it look like it's directed in some direction? Directed
Relative to anything else, no. It just seems to be.
So
it's not facing anything?
No.
So it looks like some kind of entity, like commanding the wolf. You said.
Yeah, just based on the way it's chiseled, it seems to be. It almost seems to be like possessing or controlling or whatever. But it's encapsulating the depiction of this large wolf, and the other beasts seem to bow to it.
Oh, do I have, based on my backstory, do I have an idea of what this kind of thing is?
Let's see here, boys and girls. Yeah, make a sort of intelligence. Yeah, just make a investigation. 16. Yeah, that wolf. You get this uneasy vibe you've seen it before.
This is kind of familiar to me. I've encountered something similar to this before in my youth. My hometown was being threatened by a wolverine that was massive and enlarged unnaturally, and it was being controlled by a spirit of some kind, a demon, that made it that way. And I was the one to slay it, and that's how I got my name Wolverine, slaying the Wolverine. But the spirit didn't die, the spirit just moved on. And this is kind of what the hovering, large beast form over top of the wolf seems to be like.
So you're our best bet here. If it comes back.
All it took was, oh, that's adorable.
It's the beast!
That's what it's pointing at! A cat!
Alright, so what do you guys do?
Can I look at the, like, when I'm, like on a map right now, I'm standing, like, at the head of the wolf. Like, if I look where the wolf is looking, what do I see exactly?
You see the hill and Raven Rock above it.
Nothing particular stands out?
Nothing. It's just icy, desolate, dead.
What are those?
Do you guys want to?
What are these men here
Yeah,
things? Like, are they
They're
just
still-
big rocks?
Yeah, they're there's like large spire rocks. Kind of get the sense that they use them again for cardinal directions and telling time of the year and time of the day almost. You don't seem to be anything special, more just like decor of the lands.
Is there anything interesting? There's nothing interesting on them.
No, they just seem like sharp rocks that they've erected in the four corners of the four cardinal directions of.
Okay, I wanna.
Because
The other platforms, they're all just burial grounds around the outside.
Yeah, you notice there's a ton of cairns.
Okay.
Cairns everywhere.
How far is the airship?
It's circling above you.
Okay, I wave at the airship. I want to look at this place from the above.
Alright. So the airship approaches, the airship Grim. It throws on a rope ladder and Zaya scoots up back up into the Grim.
I want to go like not too high up, like maybe 30, 50 feet up. I want to get like an overview to see if anything stands out from there.
Sure. You kind of do a pass and you command your people, your crew to bring you around. Make a perception check.
I'm gonna start wandering over to the Raven.
Okay, you head back over.
I'm gonna follow Riverman.
I'm gonna stay looking at the altar.
13.
From what you gather, it's pretty much what you see, what you get.
Is it a saving throw?
What you see is what you get. What you've seen coming in, nothing's really changed. You get the sense that these are two different tribes that have two different of the Uthgar barbarian tribes, obviously just coexisting in the same location.
And the cairns are pretty much all the same.
Yeah, some slightly bigger than others, or just kind of have quickly made, but generally burial mounds of the dead.
We're missing something. I'll go back down.
Okay, and
Do you wanna offer something? You wanna offer something up to this?
Oh, I like that. Let's do that. What do I
What
have?
do you guys?
I have
what
dead
kind of
fish.
Kiwis. Bunch of cornucopia just dropping on top of it. What do you guys have?
Dead fish.
While they're talking about this,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fire an Eldritch Blast at a Raven.
all right. Make an attack.
14.
Do we want something that's worth something, or just something just to do something?
Yeah, as you guys are kind of looking at what to do, Lucius just fires an Eldritch Blast to the sky. You watch the trails fly up and strike one of the ravens. Do your damage roll.
Seven points of force damage.
You blast it and you watch it swirl down, but it catches itself.
I'm gonna fire another one at the same one.
All right. As it's falling, and it kind of flares back up.
15 points of force damage.
It kind of flares up a bit, struggling, and you fire a second one and blast its head off. And it
Okay.
comes falling to the grounds, and the ravens just start going wild. They start screeching loudly, and then disperse.
Cool. I'm gonna go collect the body of the Raven that I just beheaded.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna bring it over to the altar.
All right. So it lands, kind of just off to the side from between you and the Raven Rock. You go up to it and you cut its huge body, and drag it over along the ice to where Wolverine and Corkion are standing. And you guys see him. Well, you guys all saw him just blast one of the ravens out of the sky. The ravens all kind of left. They all fly away, screeching.
As I place the Raven on the altar, I kind of say under my breath, "If there does be some manner of spirit here, this is my offering to you. Speak to me."
Yeah, place it on the altar from the Raven Rock. One of its own. And it's, you wait for some sort of reply and nothing comes.
It's worth a try.
It was worth a try. At what cost? Who knows?
Raven for the Raven God.
Yeah.
Well, it seems as though you said something about two tribes coexisting, right?
Yeah.
Figured maybe the wolf
Maybe,
one. This is like a
maybe-
wolf one, and there's also a Raven one.
What if you gave the Raven to the wolf, Lucius?
That's what I did.
Oh, you gave it to the wolf.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's
no.
sorry. I thought I
Sorry.
no. Yeah, I didn't
I
go
don't
back
know,
to.
Yeah.
I didn't go back to the Raven one.
Okay, so yeah, you place it on.
And I say those words, but to the wolf one, not to the.
Okay. So you place the raven on the wolf altar, and say those words again. You're met with just like cold, quiet silence. There's anything that was there would have been there. Just it's cold, it's quiet, it's almost non-existent. Make an Arcana check.
Ironically, not my strong suit. computer's lagging.
Oh wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
double natural ones.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a cool show display of force, but killing the raven and offering to the wolf doesn't seem to have done anything.
Okay, and then in frustration, after waiting a couple minutes and realizing that nothing's happening, I turn to Cordion and I say, I thought this is why we brought you along. You mean to tell me you have no idea of what to do here?
I'm like, yeah, well, we can't all use ham-fisted techniques of blasting birds out of the sky.
I gave you a chance to act first.
Hey, and I
And
told
you
you
made-
all the spirits
and
that
you made a
spoke to me.
mockery. You made a mockery of my request.
You're making it too easy for me. Yeah, is there anything? There's no sense of a presence here.
What kind of presence?
Let's split up. Let's split up and see what we can find in the area.
I'm gonna go stick with Rogadar.
Okay, so what kind of
He's gonna start like robbing graves.
No! No!
Just wandering around the ice.
Yeah, let's take a. I just want to take a look around the area if there's anything that we've missed.
Oh, I want to try something. I want to try to howl really loud.
Okay, make a
Yeah,
performance
I want
check.
to see that. We gotta hear it though.
Yeah, you gotta hear it.
Oh, that's good. It's a 20. Not natural.
Howl.
And it goes on for a little longer than that.
Your howl just bounces off the cairns and the different mounds and hills, and it echoes around, and
And I do a very good look around after that.
you get awkward glances from your companions.
That's fine. Zaya doesn't care at all about
Can
that.
I cast speak to animals on myself? Without there being animals around, speak. Like if there was no wolves around, but I cast speak to animals to like speak to a wolf who was there and howl in their
Yeah,
actual
they
language.
cast it on a beast. Right?
So,
target
does-
on the target beast.
Oh.
So I just get
Is
knocked
that
out. Does
myself?
nothing else happen?
Is that true?
No, dude. Let's see.
No, you can it yourself. You can talk to the animals around you.
I don't remember.
But so nothing else happened, Michael, right?
No, nothing seems to have happened.
Speak to animals, cast on self
Oh, okay. So you want to cast on itself and howl.
and howl in actual
Okay.
wolf language.
All right. Okay. So
In the ability
I gotta
to
hear it.
comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts just
Yeah.
generically.
all right. So you
So-
cast it on yourself. This time, thinking of a wolf, and heading, I guess, over by the wolf altar. All right. So you howl like a real wolf. This time, you it's way better than Zaya's howl. It sounds legitimate.
What? I did such a good
I got
performance.
the idea from her though.
And as it emanates it emanates just throughout the hills again, but just with more of a stronger presence. You can make an Arcana check as well.
I did a performance check though. My performance was on point, just so you all know.
18.
Okay, as you stand there and howl upwards, you feel a sudden kind of energy just spark, just for a brief moment underneath the altar.
Which one? I feel it.
You just feel like there's it almost resonated with your howl, and you feel this pulse just for a moment deep underneath the altar itself.
The wolf one?
The wolf
Something
one,
happened. Something happened when I howled.
Yo, go to the Raven and Raven rage.
Rain.
Well, I mean, do the sound that Ravens does. I don't know what the word is, but the opposite of howling that the Raven would do.
I run over to the raven.
All right, you run
That's
up
right.
and you slip a little bit, but you run to the raven and you let out a raven cry. And just for a moment again, you feel,
As loud and as powerful as I can.
and this one just echoes even louder as you're a little higher up, unskewed by the hill behind you, and you feel again below your field of kind of just magical energy from below,
Do we
underneath
feel
the
anything?
altar of the raven.
Do we feel anything or not?
No.
Oh!
I feel something every time I do that.
Let's try to push on the Raven Rock. Let's try to move it.
The altar from the rock.
Yeah. Come on, Rogadar. Let's try to push it over. Maybe there's something underneath.
Why are we pushing it over? It's a massive statue.
Yeah.
There's
push
an
it a
altar.
little
There's
bit.
like an altar.
Okay,
Rogadane,
can I
perhaps
look if
you
there's,
should
like, a
commune
button
with the
somewhere or
spirits of
something?
this place in their language.
Commune with the spirits.
Try speaking rather than just crying out.
Courtian. How does one commune with spirits?
You gotta feel it within your chest. It's like a sixth sense. And I punch my chest and I say, it's right here, you know? Yeah.
The bonding.
I punch my chest. And
Does he feel anything?
He bruises himself.
I put both hands onto the raven. Is it an altar?
There's an altar in front of the statue. Yeah. Kind of like the wolf one.
Place both hands onto it and concentrate really hard. I try and feel it in my chest.
Yeah.
And in raven speak, I say, I am a raven.
Yeah.
Helpful.
You say it, and for a moment there, you swear something happens, but it's just like the aftermath of the beating of your chest, kind of still shaking your pecs. Nothing seems to happen.
It's not working.
There's something we're not seeing.
Is there a raven god name? Is there someone I'm supposed to pray to?
I don't know. Do we know that?
I rage.
Okay, so you just
And
rage.
in my rage, I bring my fists up and with like the loudest, strongest like raven caw in frustration, I just like smash it down on the altar.
All right, make an athletics check.
Nice, cool. 21.
We're losing Joe for a second. Yeah, you smash down. You just strike with both hands, kind of at the edge of this altar, and you just pure strike alone, and the rage. You feel like you hear the ice kind of crack around the seams of the altar, where it has kind of the ice has drifted upwards. As you kind of slightly, ever so slightly shift the altar just slightly. It just moves a fraction of a millimeter, but enough to crack the ice, and it just catches your attention as you just slamming it alone, so it has moved the ice a little bit.
Guys, the altar moves.
So I said let's push it.
You said push the statue.
Why don't we push the statue?
Push the altar. The altar's the thing that's moving.
Oh, let's
Come
push
help
the
me
altar.
push.
I'll help push. I'll help
And
my
using
strongest.
my rage, I push.
Who's helping to push him?
I'm hoping.
Sure,
I mean,
this is the best lead
Can
we've
more
had so
people
far.
help?
How many
will
people
go
can
and-
push this altar realistically?
There's enough space for all five.
Yeah,
Oh.
man, I'm
Okay.
pushing.
I guess
I'm
we're
the
all pushing on this
strongest
altar.
one.
Should I
Oh my gosh, I rolled a 19. That's 20. Just so
Am I rolling another?
And what's your strength?
it's one. So. Oh wait, no. Yeah, it's one.
I get
It's athletic or just straight strength?
Athletics check.
Yeah, man, I get the 20.
25.
20.
You got 20?
I rolled a 19, man.
25.
25.
12.
19.
Look at Lucius' face,
So
faking
Corkian
it.
says,
He's not helping. Rogadar, tell him to make a man out of himself.
The music is also like lagging, so it's confusing.
Did we beat the DC to me?
let's see what Cortian rolls this thing.
Is your phone also? Maybe we should get our phones off the Wi-Fi at least.
Sure.
My phone's on Wi-Fi, just because I'm
Who's
changing.
there?
Oh, hi.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
We're back.
All right. So I don't know if we heard that Corkian. They're pushing the altar. You want to join them? Let me just do audio instead of video.
You hear me?
Alright, let's just ditch the video to the audience for
No, because we're not doing the video through Chrome this time.
Go to your Discord.
Your videos on roll for video. My computer's on.
Technical difficulties.
Apologies.
The usual.
Even in in-person sessions with no cameras, we still run into technical difficulties.
The curse of the Gilded Dice.
Cursed dice.
Is your computer frozen?
Mine's
Did you, is the video working? What do you got going on? Cancel the video to the audio.
not. It's all eating. Oh, do you have that fan thing? Oh, you're using.
No, I'm not.
Chrome is using 508,000 whatever's case.
Whatever.
Wow. It's a lot.
I love when you talk computer to me, Wes. 508,000 whatevers.
Whatever's. It's all whatever's.
In the meantime, I'm going to roll for Cortez. As he joins with you guys.
I got a terabyte of RAM. Works perfectly. 6 gigs of memory.
Oh man.
So you
Cortez
guys-
speaking too.
You guys take get into little handholds on the ice and you begin pushing. What did you guys get again? 19? No, 12.
25 or 5.
20.
You get 19.
Oh my gosh, I rolled so high.
Yeah, surprisingly for the halflings, not with the help of Cortian or Lucius,
Clearly.
as they're too busy that they Cortian kind of shoots a daring glare at Lucius, and you guys are just too busy glaring at each other. You guys don't really have good handholds, but you guys, the other three managed to push the altar a bit. Enough that you can see there is kind of there's kind of a hole underneath the altar, small pits where they're measuring something.
Perception check! In!
Can we see the bottom of the hole?
Yeah, it's just like a small pit where they've buried. There's some bones and whatnot.
But what I want to see if there's anything worth looking for or going down there.
No, do you want to get lower down there?
I want to see what's inside first. I don't want to throw myself at undeads.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
It's really fast now. No lag whatsoever.
So over
It was Chrome. It had like 5 Chrome processes running at the same time.
Perception check.
Mhm.
That's what it always does.
22.
All right, so you peer into the hole. There is a lot of bones. Again, this is probably where they're the most revered leaders of the Raven tribe would have been buried. But amongst the bones, you do find some interesting artifacts. You see what appears to be a large talons. No, you see what appears to be a large ring. It's almost like it's quite big.
Is it like a giant size ring?
It would fit a giant finger. For you, it's massive. Yeah, about this big.
It's like a belt for me.
How big is the giant hand?
Can I wear it as a belt?
It looks to be made of like hardened black rock. It almost has the appearance of what lava looks like when it's hardened. There's a lot of cracks.
Like obsidian.
Yeah, and when you look at it, you can see the slightest glow of orange glow that seeps through the cracks themselves, almost like there's a heat from deep within it that's emanating outward. It appears to be some sort of ring, a relic of a fire giant.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Guys, there's jewelry down there, just saying. Does it seem like anything is moving? Anything dangerous?
No.
Okay,
Well, we have what we came for.
well, who wants to go get our nice large ring that is shining underneath?
How deep is the hole?
It's not deep at all. A couple of 5 feet.
Well, it's probably heavy, so I guess I'll go there.
Just grab it, hook it on the ship, and let's get to the next battle.
Wait. What if it's dangerous to touch? What if something bad happens if we move it?
Well, one person touches at a time then.
When is anything dangerous just to touch?
That's why
I mean-
Wolverbane's going first.
Do we also want to check the other altar to see if there's anything beneath it?
Yeah, we can go afterwards.
You know, double the prize. Keep
I-
one for ourselves, sell the other one to the giants.
I like the way you think, Rogadon.
Yes.
I didn't know you had it in you.
Well, we haven't really gotten paid in a while. We're
Oh
running
my
a little low
God,
on
that's so
funds.
true.
I'm just paid for saving the world.
I made like 12 gold pieces at my last show.
Exactly.
I was in Golden Fields.
Alright, so what do you do?
So
Wolverine.
I didn't
Rain's
know
gone down.
Alright, so you go in, you can barely fit, but the ring is for you. It's quite like it's almost like a large boulder-sized thing. It's nothing for you to worry about. It's you kind of loop your arm around it through all the bones, and you kind of you get a good arm thing around it, and it's warm to your touch. It doesn't burn your skin, but it's warm. And you notice like the pit that it's in, it's not icy. It's all soft dirt because it's been keeping the ice away, like the cold away.
Ooh.
And you pull it out, and as soon as you bring it out, you lay it on the ground, it just melts all the ice around it. The heat itself just ruins all this ice.
I love it.
And there's like there's definitely a magical presence coming from it.
Can I like put it on like a belt?
It doesn't fit quite around you, but it's got a generous amount of space. You probably put 2 people in there if you wanted to. You're a little snug. But as you're pulling it up, there was this kind of arcane feel coming from it as you're in contact with
Oh,
it.
this is magical. I can feel it.
Can I know, like, by looking at it, if it's something I could attune to and it would shrink to my size of finger?
I mean, you can identify that. And once if it has any properties to identify, you could spend some time to figure that out.
I'll take note of that.
Sure.
Which altar did they come from?
That was
I can
from
hear you again.
the Raven Rock.
Okay.
Quick trip to the Wolf Rock, see what's under that one.
Yeah, let's do it.
What's the worst that can happen?
All right.
So we've been carrying
Never
the
asked
big
that
ring.
question.
Oh,
Alright.
that question's a fun question.
So you lug the giant ring over to the wolf altar this time. You guys gonna push it this time?
Yeah.
Too?
Should we get the ring on the airship or anything else?
Sure.
Well,
So we call the airship on the way.
we tell them to lower it on the ship.
All right. So as you leave the ring behind, you call the airship, and Delphine and her crew, your crew, they kind of come down and they begin to tie it up onto some ropes, and they take care of business for you guys while you are off investigating the wolf altar. So you head over to the wolf altar, and taking some time to do the same, you kind of chisel around the ice of the altar and find ways to position yourself, and you spend the next couple minutes, 20 minutes or so, kind of just getting off all the ice off of it and pushing the altar. And you notice that it also does move.
Yes!
It's so simple.
That is so
That's so
happy.
simple.
And what's underneath?
This one is a little more crude than the other one, less elegance, and just more of dirt, mound of dirt underneath.
Yeah, that's more crude.
It's just
A mound of dirt.
just dirt. Doesn't have like that nice hole of mounds that where they kind of kept the other ring. But you spend some time digging around and burrowed deep underneath the altar. There appears to have been a buried relic, quite large, 14-foot long, red dragon thigh bone.
Oh, that makes sense. It's related to the other thing. Oh, I'm checking the ring. when
You
we get
notice
on
that the
ship.
bone is still wrapped in old leather. The cold kind of preserved it. You get this suggestion just with the way it's shaped, with a large kind of where the thigh bone, with a large end that kind of points downwards to where the leather is. That this would have been used as a club of some sort,
Like a giant's
a
club.
giant club.
Yeah, but
Wow.
this is the second artifact we find that is related to red dragon, so it means that I'm guessing there's like a theme going on.
It's like all pieces of one
come
dragon
from a
that
dragon.
someone used as armor.
What was
It's
the
involving
connection?
fire
To,
giant thing. So perhaps
what was the connection with the shields? It had a dragon.
It was
had a
made from the
dragon
dragon hide or something.
paint. Oh,
Yeah,
scales.
scales.
Right.
Just the video. Reconnected button.
I'm just turning off all the because I was going to find loaded firebots.
So you say 14 feet long.
Yeah, it's, as you take like the 30 minutes or so to just dig through the cold ice and the dirt, you eventually excavate this thing. It's about 14 feet long.
Wow.
Halfway through, I say to the group, we could have used that ring to help thaw all this as we dug through it.
Yeah, but it's
Probably would have been good.
the airship's kind of like it's like
too late for that now.
100 feet in the air. It's waiting for you guys.
Can we shrink things?
I mean, I want to try to. Well, let's wait and see what that ring is for. I'm gonna check that out when we get on the ship. Okay. I'm curious though.
For now, we need all of these objects as leverage.
Is that
We need them all on the ship.
Is that ring even one of the artifacts?
No, I think it's the hammer that's the artifact. The ring
I
is just an
think
item.
they're both
I think they're
artifacts.
both giant artifacts.
No, I'm pretty sure that
Why would one not be a giant artifact?
Well, he
because
said it.
last time there was only one.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
They're
they
both
buried
very-
two important things. It doesn't mean that both are artifacts. I mean,
Well, they're
anyways, we'll
They're
go on a
both
ship.
clearly
And,
giant weapons.
we'll go on a
ring
sh-
and
We were
weapon.
never told that there was one at each location. We
No,
were told
it's
that they
true.
had taken them and buried them.
but I mean, we'll go on a ship and we'll examine the ring.
You recall that this burial mound is a mound of two tribes, not just one.
There you go.
So they're
One
both-
relic for each tribe.
But there's two so far that are related to the red dragon and one that isn't.
I think you're looking a little too deep into this.
I think
As
they're
you-
all.
As you guys kind of contemplate the fact of how simple it was to retrieve these, they're simply underneath the ice. You also are looking a little, possibly too low, too much. The
Several giant artifacts are going to be related to dragons, as they are the longest and deepest enemies of the giants. That doesn't necessarily mean that every single one is going to.
Okay.
Oh, I can hear you.
Again, we're not gonna do
Yeah.
videos anymore.
Okay.
Just so that we make sure that
no,
we
don't do
Yeah.
I'd rather do it.
we don't lose you again.
But
Okay,
we saw
so-
your face for a second.
Yes, we did.
Your
We saw
face
you're
was-
healthy and you're still alive, and it's really you, so we're all reassured. But we digged up two of the artifacts. I don't know if you heard that.
Not the second one. So
Okay.
what was under the wolf one?
It was a big, long, 14 feet long hammer that was made out of dragon
Bible.
thigh bone.
It was a red dragon thigh bone that had leather straps on it. So it was clearly used as a great club of a giant of a long time ago.
So get them on the ship. Call the crew down. Tell them to load it up for us because we're lazy.
Yeah.
And we got a crew too. That sort of stuff.
Yeah, you've got a crew. This is your crew.
This crew life is amazing.
Yeah, you call for the airship and it comes and takes you guys a little longer to get this one boarded up. It's 14 feet long. It's about 250 pounds. It's pretty heavy.
Okay, we help with that.
Yeah, you help just a little bit. I mean, they are your crew.
I definitely don't help for the third time. It was enough.
All right.
Oh, I like lifting heavy things.
Are we done here though,
I'll
or
put
are
the
we
ring
checking
in my
this place
room.
more? We're done, right?
I think we've spent enough time here already.
And spent all morning just digging this shit up.
Yeah, we can maybe hit the second burial mound today if it's close.
Yeah, we didn't. We're still super healthy.
I think it's like still days away based on distance.
Can we can I check the ring when we get on the ship?
Sure.
I want to do that. I mean, unless someone else wants to.
I want to wear it, but I can't check.
All right. So you guys get back on the ship. The ship boards you up, and Belsefine's there to greet you. On the deck is the ring, as well as kind of along the side of the ship, precariously just placed there is a large, great club of the giants. And again, you have the shields mounted on the side of the ship, of the hull. Delphine is there to greet you and she congratulates you on another glorious find for the glory of Clouth. Make it rain forever. So what do you guys do? You're aboard the ship.
Onward to the next burial mound.
Zaya, let's have a look at this ring.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that ring.
Sure. Yeah, so kind of you guys are, looking at your map. You know it's going to be another couple days before you reach Morgur's Mound.
More girls.
Morgur's Mound, which is the next destination on your map.
We're almost, guys. I'm so excited. We're
So
almost at our lot.
Throughout the journey, you look at the ring, Zaya.
Yeah.
It's definitely something you can attune to after kind of investigating it.
That size?
Huh?
That size? You didn't see just something you can wear?
You get the sense that as a mental item, it will resize to your figure.
What?
If it's attunable, that's what happens.
It's so ancient, it doesn't seem to have a name. But the relic would require attunement. And if attuned, would magically shoot to your finger. And it's a ring that has 6 charges. While attuned to this ring, you can expend 1 charge to cast Conjure Minor Elementals, summoning either 4 Magma Mephits or Magma Magmins, or 4 Magmins, depending on whatever you wish, or cast Fire Shields, the Warm Shield version on yourself. Once it uses all those charges, the magical properties no longer apply, but
It doesn't recharge
it
ever?
retains its resizing property.
It doesn't recharge. It's
6
only
charges.
6 charges. And 1 charge is 4 elementals, 1 charge is or fire shield, so you can do it 6 times one or the other.
Yep.
That's really cool.
I want to summon fire elementals.
That's actually really cool.
Anything else you guys do on your journey to Morgur's Mound?
I mean, we just did a good journey.
Did any examine the ring? Nobody examined. Did anybody examine the shield? The magical
No.
properties?
Or
Or the thigh bone?
I'll do the thigh bone if someone else wants to do the shield.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the shield.
Okay.
It's mounted on the front of the ship.
you stop at one point and just have the crew put it back on board. They're your slave.
I'll just
Just hang over the edge.
just lift it higher. I'll take a look.
Okay.
For 1 hour, hold it there now.
All right, so you get some of the crew members to hold it up for bits. Particularly Brassic, who's the kind of the brute guy on the ship. So Rogadar, you spent some time looking at this, examining this weapon. You're a man of weaponry.
Doesn't look very well balanced though. It's terribly
Yeah,
balanced.
but it would hurt if it hit you, just because it's so top heavy. Yeah, you get the sense that you can also attune to this glove. And
my
once
goodness.
attuned, would resize to your size.
I'm
Resize
attuned to this thing.
He's like, let me look at this.
It's like an immediate decision.
You have an attuned. You have attuned.
Doesn't
I have
Yeah.
one.
He doesn't even
Alright,
talk to the party.
As you attune, you guys at some point you come up on deck and there's this great club that's 40 feet long that's shrunk to about a size of Rogadar's to wield as a 2-hand. And it's a great club. Again, an
Are you
ancient.
really gonna wear? Are you gonna
ancient
do
bit-
this important?
I'm gonna store my longsword below deck, and I'm gonna wear this clay club on my back.
Alright.
Can we put
It is considered a
your
magic item.
sword in my
Okay.
bag?
So it is a magic weapon. So it is.
Is it a 2-handed?
Yeah, it's a great club.
Versatile?
So it'd be a 2-handed weapon.
What kind of, is it D10? D8?
So it's a magic item. So that'd be a +1 to attack, of course. And you get the sense that as it is a giant weapon, it's just the bane of dragons. Hitting a dragon, damaging a dragon-type entity, you gain additional 2d8 bludgeoning damage.
What?
Use a
Striking-
dragon to kill a dragon.
What?
When striking a dragon-type creature. On top of the properties of just +1.
Cool.
Lucius, as the crew, as Delphine orders Perella and Charles and Brassic to hold the shield up for an hour. They're struggling. You just focus on shields. After that, you kind of discern the properties. That is just a shield. Nothing special.
Get them to lower it back down.
And they kind of lower it down, and Terrell, too, who seems to be the youngest crew member on the ship, almost like the cabin boy. He's like, oh, Captain Lucius, I hope that was worth it. Was there anything special about it? You gotta tell me, man. It looks so cool.
Say, that's for me to know, not you.
Oh, you're so wise, Captain Lucius. And he just runs, this runs off to just do more chores.
Right before he runs off, I say, actually, no.
You could offer him a job in Zentarum.
No, it's just gonna be like,
I want to invite.
all I can say is, you guard that shield with your life.
John just stops his tracks. Yes, Captain Lucius, for the glory of Clove. He runs off.
After we take that short rest, I want to, kind of invite everyone to regroup so I can share what I found out and stuff.
I practice swinging with the Way Club.
Yeah.
And it's glorious.
And the balance is actually surprisingly good.
Yeah.
You insulted it, but it didn't take it too hard.
I want to just let everyone know about the ring before I give it to Wolverine, because last time I gave something to Wolverine.
Are you gonna give it to me?
I mean, does anyone else want it? I mean, I don't know for how long we'll keep it.
Yeah,
Are you there, Joe?
Yeah, I'll take that ring. Of course I will.
Oh, look at that! Our new friend Cordion wants it. I mean, last time I gave it to you, Wolverine. But
And where is it now?
I don't know.
Oh. Wolverine, could I do you the honors and give you this ring and let you have this ring?
No, you take it.
And
I
get
mean-
down on one knee. No.
I'll just leave it on the ground while this is happening. I don't want to interfere in this bromance.
And I make eye contact with Wolverine to gauge his interest. Does he go for it?
I just I kind of shrug and say, I just hit things. You take it.
Okay, Wolverine, would you like this club?
Yes.
Or
Okay.
we're all just giving.
I give Wolverine the club.
What?
We will have to give it up at a later point, Wolverine, just so you know. But until then,
take care of it.
I'm gonna smash things with it if that's what you mean.
yeah, that's what we mean with it.
You had a great club too, to Wolverine. And Wolverine, as you lift it up, it just shoots at it before you feel off. And it just strikes some of the crew members, and they all go flying backwards. And it falls to the deck. And you would have to do it too.
Does it have a name? Does it have a name?
No, it is so ancient. There's no name to it. It's
So Wolverine is
beyond
carrying
age.
the no name hammer, and so
No,
who's taking the
You
no
have to attune to it. Just
Great one.
you have to attune.
I will.
who's taking the no name ring
I
after
will
all?
ask someone how to attune.
You've attuned to
I'm
it
gonna-
before already.
I'm gonna
Hello?
sheepishly reach
Bell,
down and
Did I? Was it right?
the belt
And I'll be
is
right
stable
back.
attunement.
Sorry,
you
sorry, Joe. What?
I'll pick up the ring. So I'll stoop down and pick up that ring
No.
All right.
Okay.
before it falls through the cracks of the.
Yeah,
Those both.
I
were
mean, it's still
enchanted,
big,
like,
Joe.
After.
Oh, is it big?
It's still
Yes,
huge.
you still
Okay.
Okay, so you have the
You
no
get
name
one
ring.
You have one more attunement.
Alright,
Did you write down what it does, the charges?
I couldn't quite hear it. It was something about fire.
Yeah, you can create this spell Fire Shield, or bring up 4 minor elementals. Is it minor?
Okay, so Joe, what it does is.
It has 6 recharges.
All right, so Joe, as you pick up the ring it's on the ground, it's tiny because it was fitted to Zaya's finger. As you pick it up, it just shoots out in size again, massive size, and it just falls to the deck, almost crushing your toes. But you know you would need to attune to it, to use it. But to use it, it has 6 charges. While attuned to the ring, you can use 1 charge to do the following: either summon 4 magma methods, or summon 4 magmins, or cast fire shields on yourself, the warm shield version.
Okay. You said magnet or magma what? Magma what?
Methods.
It's
I'll put the
a
chat.
1d8 damage.
Okay.
1d8
I think. That's right.
Ah.
What are you doing?
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to edit this.
All right.
Keep
Cool.
clicking.
And then the alternative is the fire shield. You said
Fire
there's one
shield,
one?
Yeah, I think it's different
Yeah,
properties.
1d8 damage.
But the Just the warm version of the fire shield.
Okay.
Because you can do it. You can a shield. You can fire shield can grant you resistance to cold. And yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Does it do +1 to anything, like AC or anything?
No.
Just checking.
No.
Okay.
Just some.
Is that your first attuned item, Joe?
Yes, I have a magic club, but it's not. It doesn't do anything crazy.
Okay.
All right.
+1.
So as you guys journey towards Morgul's Mound, anything you want to do? Or continue the journey.
I retrieve my longsword again.
All right, you go down to the deck, grab your longsword. Now that you've had your fun with the great axe or the great club, and now it's in Wolverine's hands, which I assume you attuned to at one point. Wolverine. Okay, so you spend some time, and it resizes to your body. All right. So approaching a couple days later, as you, it's a nice, somewhat sunny day, potentially. Oh, it's a blazing sunny day. It's hot. It is cloudless and it is bright outside. It is almost way too hot, as it's a natural 20 on the weather.
How far south have we gone now? Is it like shedding winter garb clothing now?
Yeah.
Is it fancy black clothing that I purchased?
Yeah. So you guys head southwards. Towards, just past the crags, and towards the south. And you've kind of left the cold, frigid north as you kind of pass beyond the rivers and the outside of the worlds. You have to shed that winter gear. You're not wearing a fashionable
Oh yes, I'm so happy about this.
bar clothing.
I put it in my bag of holding.
I dumped mine in Zai's bag of holding as well.
Okay.
And it was back in your
sure, yeah.
summer clothes.
If we're all dumping it in the bag of holding, Lucius will oblige.
All right. So you approach Morgul's Mound, which is situated somewhere along the crags. And this is what it looks like from above.
Oh, it's a lizard. It's a gecko.
As you make a pass around it, it appears to be some sort of beast, shaped in a beast. A wingless, almost dragon, with a long head, neck, back, and tail, and piercing out of the back and along the spine, what appear to be crude dragon bones that jut outwards to give a kind of almost a dinosaur look. Enormous cairns encircle the mounds to a range of about a quarter mile all around it, similar to the other mounds you've seen. What's interesting about this particular burial mound is that you notice there's a lot of caves, a lot of gashes that have been carved into what appears to be, again, a beast. Around these caves, you see remains of campsites and mining supplies, carts, and pickaxes. This burial mound seems to be ransacked many times over the many years that it's existed. Many excavations have come and gone, searching for whatever secrets lie within the depths of this mounds.
Is it going into caves, or is it just like the mountains that have been dug through?
There are excavation sites that you presume tunnel down deep
Okay.
inside the mounds.
I don't see an altar anywhere. Must be inside.
Oh, that's true.
Do any of the excavations look like original things? Like they've always been there? Or do they all look after the fact?
Yeah, they all look after the fact. They look like
No natural cave formation.
no. You kind of do a pass on all of them. They all seem to be have some sort of remain of an excavation.
Do they look like crude, or like like a professional mining team was here?
They vary.
They
Vary in age
Right.
and style.
So
Some of them are just
presumably multiple groups
Yeah.
have been here too.
yeah, throughout the many years. They're ancient sites. Yeah, there's some really well-made ones, obviously made by dwarves who excavated this area. Some are just brute like holes that just dug out and left dirt on the side.
I turn. We're still in the airship, right?
Yeah.
I turn to Delphine and I say, "Do you or any of your crew know anything about this place?" unlike the previous burial mounds that we've been to, it seems that this has been visited by many people.
I mean, you guys can make a history check as well if you know anything about Uthgard barbarian history.
We all do it?
I'd rather ask.
Barbarian history?
I'm gonna ask.
The Uthgard barbarians. These are the Uthgard barbarians.
Barbarian crimes? No.
I don't know. I would not care to study anything like that.
I could see both, but maybe paying attention to some.
Okay, I guess I'll do a check just to know if I
Well,
have heard stories or tales, I guess. Of this.
That's fair. You're a bard.
And I rolled really good. What is it?
History. So, I mean, you guys know these are the burial mounds that you've got to are of the Uthgard barbarians, right? Like, these are the oldest humanoid entities of Faerun. Have just never been civilized after over the years. Well, man, you don't really know much. You know, history's not your thing. It's not really not your thing. But Zaya, you've heard tales here and there about the barbarians, how they all have different tribes. You know, you've seen the Grey Worm tribe and the Grey Wolf and the Black Raven tribe already. You know, this one belongs to probably the oldest and the oldest of the tribes, the Thunder Beast tribe, who have gone long sought, who have in tales of these tribes were the ones that had gone missing. They've seem to have abandoned their site.
Yes, but what is people's interest in this?
And what's their name?
That's what I asked the crew.
Shad, Thunder Beast's tribe. Delphine just says, well, perhaps if they haven't been around for many years, it's just ripe for the plundering. No one to defend their burial mounds. Perhaps we should find some treasures in it for the Grave Club.
Were we told if these relics that were taken, like these are just like throughout history, these relics have been taken. So it could have been like hundreds of years ago.
Yeah. The barbarians have stolen these relics from giants.
Did the shield have a name too, or it didn't have a name either?
Sorry?
Did the shield that Lucius examined have a name, or so far none of the relics really had a name?
So then it's entirely possible that we've been beaten to this one.
Well, I mean,
go inside and check it
yeah,
out.
we should definitely check it out
Well, I'm
first.
not suggesting that we don't. I'm just saying
It would be
if
possible.
people have been plundering this place for years.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Should we check the spine first, those bone shards, and then venture inside first?
Is that like the shape of a dinosaur or something?
A large Thunder Beast.
That's
A wingless, almost serpent dragon.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Is there any entrance towards the head?
Yeah.
Let's do that one first, I suggest.
So you spot those entrances, like they're quite clear. None of them are hidden. You get a sense that
Which one looks the best? Like the most stable?
Yeah, that's true.
we'll say the one by the head.
Perfect.
From the head.
I like the headband.
Got the double music going on there.
Oh,
All right.
I can't handle it.
Okay, so what do you guys do?
we walk towards the entrance at the head.
All right, so you command the airship to land near the head. The area is lush and green, not like the spine of the world crap anymore. You shed your winter clothes. It feels great to be out of the colds. You approach what appears to be, it would have been a maybe dwarven or elven made cave system that in the head that pierces inwards, and you can see that when it goes down deep inside the mountain.
So when we peer in, like these, like this isn't just like into the hill, but it goes like down.
Kind of goes down and it weaves around. Like you can't really see far enough, but it definitely goes down and it goes in.
So like
well,
it's
you guys-
quite deep. It's
Yeah.
not like
these mountains are quite tall.
shallow.
They're like huge mountains, right? Like
yeah.
it goes in and it goes down. And clearly they were searching all around for it.
Right.
And is there anything around in the area, like tools, whatnot?
Yeah, by that excavation site there are there's some pickaxes and some shovels. There's even a wheelbarrow type cart thing that's got some rocks in it still. It looks like the site was abandoned a long time ago.
Oh, Zion, get in, I'll push you.
I get it. I mean, let's remove some rocks first.
Oh, is there no clear path inside the head?
No,
Yeah.
the wheelbarrow has blocks.
There's
Oh, well, take a look.
Okay. Okay, I get in the cart, so Wolverine pushes me around.
Let's go. I go inside.
You go inside. You have dark vision?
I cast light on the cart.
Alright.
Yes, thanks, Star!
Alright, so you go in and you know it doesn't
Please don't let go.
Only after that,
Oh,
I
right.
realized I just made
I
the
got
cart
you.
a perfect source with Zaya in the middle of it.
Yeah. Right. It is
She'll be
illuminated.
fine
So
It's
you
like
go
blinded. It's
go
like
into-
surrounded by light.
I'm a little sunshine.
you go into the mounds and you know there's a lot of the framework still is still standing. It's well built. It doesn't take you long to realize that there are different branching paths and routes that they were trying to really just
Are there
get.
any signs on the walls?
No. So what's the plan here? You guys gonna search this tunnel for anything?
Does it seem like one of them was used more or another one that was used less?
Over the time and how old they are, you can't really tell. It's
So
just,
like, there's lots of branching paths.
see, this excavation site was quite thorough.
So like, we've gone into one hole.
Yeah.
As we go into it, is there like branching paths? Or is
Smaller,
this
yeah,
kind of
smaller
like-
kind of pockets where they were,
Yeah.
were digging and whatnot, and they kind of gave up on one side and went to another side and whatnot. You're not sure if
Can
they
I
missed
take
anything
a
or
look at some of the walls to see like if there's any sign of what they're digging for? If it's just like
yeah, they
a
can
rich gold mine or just trying to find some buried. Oh, natural one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good rock. I like
The,
this rock.
the card is
I
so
like rocks.
blinding. It just blinds you. You're just like, I can't see anything. So, I mean, you guys can attempt to excavate or search around this tunnel if you want.
Why don't you just
I
see
see
where the
nothing
tunnels
worth
go?
valuable.
Sure, you can search the tunnels over there.
Yeah, let's go a little deeper.
One of the paths might lead to an altar, and they just didn't know it was an altar.
Yeah.
Or it'd be empty.
Yeah, I'm curious about comparing it with another tunnel, but I also feel like we haven't really looked inside this one before comparing it with another one.
I have a feeling that they're all connected.
Possible too.
So you guys gonna spend some time to
Yeah, let's
search
just
the tunnels.
go. Yeah.
All right, make a group investigation check. So everyone roll 20 investigation.
18.
Oh, that's better. Investigation.
Oh, wow. I get an
16.
18 too.
13.
18.
Corsia?
Oops, sorry. It's any type of check? Investigation? Sorry, I had that on me. You were doing.
Sorry, what was it?
18.
16.
It was?
18. Put you on 4.
Oh no,
Okay.
Clotion.
It takes you a little longer than you expect. Because you guys got kind of stuck together. You kind of don't want to really.
I mean, we're right by the light, so we kind of see a little more.
So since you guys aren't looking down paths separately and like dividing up, it takes a little longer to get through the tunnels as you're sticking close to the cart. Over the next couple of hours, you feel like you kind of mark the different paths to go down. They all lead to dead ends, different pockets and whatnot. That doesn't be any sort of altar or anything. A lot of just mining equipment left behind.
And it doesn't seem to lead to any other entrance.
They're all dead ends, but you feel like you've thoroughly investigated all the paths.
Let's try another entrance.
Have where the three spines are coming out of the tallest mound.
Yeah.
Has there been tunnels that seem to go up? Or
Yeah,
are
a
they all
couple.
pretty much level?
A couple of them kind of go inwards and around the upper mounds. Let's say this one here.
I mean, there's so many doors, yet none of these and none of these tunnels that we just went into connected to another one.
You get the sense that there are different excavation sites at different times in history or different groups. Everyone just try to find something inside.
Oh, so we entered the door.
No.
You went to the head, and that was one site. That was just
So
one.
it's just dead end for everything.
It was a large, but all different bad paths were just dead ends.
It didn't connect to any other entrance.
Whether or not
so-
they found something in the head or whatnot, I'm not really sure.
But there was no room that seemed to be more like specific or for a different.
Some are bigger than
motivation.
others, some are bigger than others, but they all ultimately end with just dead ends.
Okay, I say let's try another one.
Try another one, yeah. You guys,
Push the wheelbarrow outside.
a couple hours later, you kind of go inside with the
Are you
wheelbarrow.
carrying it to the next entrance?
Yeah.
And you head to the next
Yeah.
one. This one's a little more crude. It's, you see kind of a couple skeletons of long dead orcs. Maybe they fought over something or whatnot, but they excavated the site. You go inside and it's pretty much more of the same. It's a little more crude though. It's not as intricate and well made. It's just pretty much one long tunnel that just goes on forever. Eventually, just hits a dead end.
These guys are more focused, but still pretty
They could have missed from like 1 foot.
We don't know that. They might have found something and considered that good enough and left.
Should we try
Something
another one?
maybe that would set them up for life. Who knows?
Try
and
another one?
not like just destroy the entire mound to get more of it.
Also, what I find interesting. No,
Not
what
everyone is that greedy.
How long have we been like looking through these exhibitions?
In like 3 hours. Going
Oh.
up. So it's only 3 or 4 hours. And you're spending a lot of
This
the
is
day.
so boring for us right now.
But I mean, as much as this is going to take all day, does anybody else have a logical
No, I think we have to try
One
a
at a
third one.
thing they want to try?
I want to go up.
You
I
wanna
want
split
to take
up?
a look at those 3
I
bones.
want
at
to
the
go
top.
up to the top one here
Sure.
to go inside.
Yeah, that one kind of goes. That
Okay, so can we walk by the bones on the way to that entrance?
Sure. Bones, as you kind of look at them, they are old. Maybe of a red dragon. You're not really sure, but they are definitely dragon bones that have been erected. The weather has been kind to them, but they still look pretty.
Can we
dense.
walk? If we're gonna do this, may as well just walk the whole trail of bones.
Okay.
From,
Yeah. You guys see the bones generally untampered. No one really messed around with them.
and none of them seem any different than the ones before.
The ones on the back are much larger, but they're just like kind of the spine bones of a dragon.
And nothing is standing out, nothing in between, nothing. One of them is not out of place.
One's cracked and it's fallen over a bit over the years.
Or we don't does his usual thing. It looks for any giant runes written anywhere.
Sure, make an investigation, Roganar.
What
It's the one thing he knows to go
what
off
if
of,
one
and
the
he will do
bones
it.
Is the relic? Because everything we found have been pieces of a dragon,
14.
except for the ring.
No.
So
Yeah.
Perfect. Nope. These don't have my
This
runes.
dragon had a great dairy diet and had strong bones when it lived.
Well, I mean, I guess like at each rock, can I like do like an arcana check at each rock just to see if any of them
Each
seem,
spine?
yeah,
Sure, we can imagine.
just to see if any of them is somehow holding any magic, as the other one would be just bones. Like, not a lot. I don't think I will notice anything. 10. 10.
No. They're very. It's decorative and intimidating presence. Like at the time this was erected, it would have been quite ominous and scary.
Okay.
Next tunnel then?
Next time.
Right about now, I wish I had kept the detect magic invitation. We sped this process up a lot.
Yeah. You spend the next like 3-4 hours going through each of the caves. Some of them are tiny. They're like a gnome excavation site you'd come through. So it's hard for you guys to go through that one place.
We send Zion by ourselves for those
Sounds
ones.
Um,
If there's a cave in, just scream.
You know, okay, guys, I'm just thinking of something right now. I could polymorph into a bullet.
These tunnels.
We have tunnels already though.
Your tunnels.
But then we're just gonna check the entire mound.
Like the thing is, if any of these existing excavations had come across a relic such as the one we seek, they would have taken it.
No, but
They
it
wouldn't have been
be,
like, oh well,
but
we'll just
also-
leave this here for some future.
But
person.
also-
It's like they found an altar but didn't know what to do, and
Yeah.
nothing was discovered.
Or also,
Or if it was so big they couldn't get it out.
it wouldn't just be buried with nothing around. Like it would be in like it would be there for. It would have been there at some point for a purpose. So there would be something to indicate that it's buried at that location, or there would be an indication that it's close to in that direction or in that.
We all
facility.
just need to pick a door, all go in at once, and when Mike pops a map out of the interior, we go to that door.
Of course, yeah. What are you gonna say?
Hey, can we just maybe we talk to Delphine, and ask her to do a round trip and just see if she sees anything that stands out?
Yeah, sure. She does.
Based on
You
this.
guys, she begins to scout around while you guys are kind of doing some more investigation. About an hour later, she basically conveys that the perimeter is clear, no enemies in sight, and there's a lot of caves.
I started looking for animals.
I tell her she's done her dragon proud.
As she salutes you, salutes her dragon, rather.
17.
Do we want to keep looking? Or?
Yeah, there's some birds around, flying around, but generally the area has kind of been left untouched.
Nothing in the mines that we've traveled. There's no like rats or
Quiet.
moles or.
You guys spend the next couple hours again looking through all the different excavation sites. You get the sense that whatever was found was taken, as Lucius pointed out, or they never found anything at all.
You know what?
Or
We
they
got
find
two at the last site.
Yeah.
We don't need one here. Let's just keep going.
The thing is,
Or they didn't find anything yet.
we have two options. We can, yeah, exactly. As Roganar says, we can just consider this a waste of time, move on to the next one.
It's so magical.
Or we can pick up shovels and begin digging further into the hill, which could take us
Or
weeks on end.
we can at least check all of the engines.
Well, what if
We did. We already
What
did.
if
Oh, we did?
Zaya
Yeah.
turning into a bullet? That'd be super fast to tunnel through some places.
Delphine just says, "The crew is at your service, captains."
So tell them to mine. We'll go to sleep on the boat.
As much as I
mean,
am a fan of exercise,
the amount
I really
of-
don't want to do all
The
that.
amount of digging it could take to hollow out a hill this big, like that's a week's, even with a full crew, that is weeks worth of work. So unless you have some intelligent, like, way of finding just the right spot to dig, and you want to explore that, I don't see this being worth our time.
I'm with Lucius on this one. I don't want to dig a mountain.
I don't want to leave something potentially very valuable.
Unless you can
Do you know how many times we've probably already done that?
I know. Why do it again? Trying to minimize
The loss.
the loss.
Can I sense anything undead? Let's just throw it all.
Sure.
But like, what is our rush if we spend a couple days here digging?
A few towns die to giant raids.
Yeah. What is our rush? Indeed.
So they detect undead.
The world is in chaos, but let's just chill.
Let's just
What's
carve
the
the
solution?
levels and dig.
What's the range on the detect undead?
Not very far. It's like 30 feet.
30 miles.
30 feet? Okay.
Yeah. It's 30 feet, 60 feet.
60 feet? Okay.
60 miles.
I mean, I'd say you guys are kind of standing around the top of the mountain, just trying to decide what the hell to do.
What if we say that at each point along like each tunnel, I attempted it.
Okay.
I can use it my wisdom modifier a number of times, so I can use it 4 times.
Yeah, so as you guys go through the tunnels, you go to the tunnel that kind of goes to the spine of this creature. Cortian, you focus for a second for the undead, and you catch a glimpse of the undead somewhere underneath the mound.
I'll explain to the guys that I can sense the presence of undead.
Where? Let's go.
That's where it would be. It would be guarded by undead, right?
That's helping us in the direction.
Well, nothing has been yet. But, I mean,
I
Well,
think
as I
undead
said-
were a sign.
As I said, if you would all like to pick up a shovel, call the crew down here, we can begin digging. That was one of the two options.
Can I sense where it is? Can I sense direction?
Does it allow you such direction or just
I'll tell you.
you tell me?
You can
I can
just
actually-
pin it like hot and cold, and when it disappears,
You know the location of any undead.
Yeah,
within
okay.
50 feet.
It's so you guys are
And
standing.
then, sorry, a bit harder. That isn't behind total cover and isn't protected from illumination.
Oh, is it behind total cover?
well, everything's behind.
So everything's sort of around. You catch a glimpse of undead, but you're not sure where they are. It's somewhere within the mountains.
So we know it's not up.
Well, that's helpful. Well, I mean, it doesn't give
Your
you.
crew is undead.
So you can't tell exactly where it is, but you can't even tell the direction. Like if it's.
I can't tell the direction unless they weren't in total cover.
But if they're in total cover, that means they're down.
They're down, exactly. So they're
Or
within,
centralized or
within like throwing distance of here.
Either way, it means that if we want to discover anything, we're
Zaya,
going to have
let's-
to dig.
We'll let
I
down.
could.
'Cause
Oh,
those
if
things just, like,
I
eat the dirt.
go as a bled, I have tremor sense. I don't know if
Do
that
it.
would help.
Do it.
Should I just do that?
You're our only hope.
If you see something cool down by the undead, sweet. If not, come back up and we'll go.
How big is a bullet?
It's pretty big. You guys can
Like,
follow
would it-
me in.
It's like a rhino, right?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
sure,
guys can
okay.
follow inside the tunnel if I'm a bled for sure. It's a monstrosity. Can I transform it into monstrosity?
Well, challenge rating. It's usually
5.
based.
Yeah, I want to do this. Now this is looking up.
Okay, let's do it. Guys, it was nice talking to you. Please, yes and no question from now on.
Well, you're going
I'm gonna
first, but I'm not
guide-
going to see your head in auto shape.
I'm gonna cast something again.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not a
So
it's a monstrosity.
sorry. Okay.
Alright,
I
so
will cast guidance. I think.
Guidance.
You should ride on your head and keep sensing for undead.
I mean, he's gonna get smashed. He's gonna get so damaged.
I'm
But
gonna cast 2 things on you,
oh, okay.
if you're willing. I'll cast guidance on you, so that and it's concentration. So for up to a minute, you
Oh,
get a D4 to an ability check.
you can only transform to a beast, right?
oh shoot. Can I?
Well, that is a monstrosity.
Just,
What beasts can talk?
Badger.
A badger.
Oh.
Tiny little badger.
Well, we don't have to follow. She just has to go and look and then report.
But I'll both. No, sorry. This is only concentration, so I'll bless you.
Where does it say? Where does it say it has to be a beast? Because I was saying I was reading the other part.
So,
You picture a bullet and turn it into a badger.
I say we ditch this place. It's not worth the effort.
Yeah, I'm fine moving
There's
on.
undead, so like, what's somebody raised them? I would think it's to guard something important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we unfortunately have nothing on us that can help us.
What about
There's
ship? Would they have
excavation. We've been over this.
machines?
There's
elementals?
shovels, there's wheelbarrows, there's everything we need to begin an excavation if we need to. If people want to. But let's make a
They have, like,
decision.
elementals. Would they have like an earth elemental hidden somewhere in the
they got a fire
They have
elemental.
a fire one and a wind one. We've been
Oh,
on
no.
every inch of that ship.
Okay.
Your crew. Has
Okay, here's the votes.
We had a
Those
tour
in
of the whole
favor-
ship.
Wait, I have another question. What about that ring that Cortion has? He can cast elementals? Right?
fire and water. Was it?
fire
Fire.
elements.
Fire.
That does
Like,
not
not
help.
fire methods. They're not even elementals. They're little demon creatures.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. Putting it to a vote. Who wants to stay and dig? Raise your hand.
Okay, hold on.
Kotion, send us a message or say something.
I don't want to dig, but I do want to stay here a little longer.
What?
Here's what I want to do. This is what I'm thinking. We're not digging because it's probably not going to be a great idea. But because we know kind of the general direction of where this thing is, it's underneath us somewhere here.
Okay,
Can we get this tunnel that's like right here and just take a little peek a little bit closer than we did last time? Was there anything that we missed?
You guys would have spent the last couple, 4 hours to look through all the tunnels, and they all kind of just led to dead ends.
okay.
And this is bunk, and we should go.
Okay. Were any of the dead ends blocked off? Or were they all natural?
You notice they're like they just stopped excavating.
Okay, so it wasn't like they piled stuff in to keep
Did
anything.
you block anything? No, you had all the ones you've seen.
When Cordion, when you sensed the undead, can you tell if it was like moving or if it was just asleep? Do you know that?
No, I would know it if I could see like where they, or if they weren't covered, because I could determine their location twice. I could triangulate.
Those
So,
in
like, if
favor
we
of
were-
leaving?
If we were to like try to make like a big noise or to make the earth move somehow,
Like you punch it real hard.
yeah, or use a spell that would like make the ground like shake, for example.
Well, they're discussing
Would it
this.
make a
Rogador
difference?
goes and tries to dig out one of the
I could
smaller
just feel
tail-end
Lucius,
dragon bones as
Lucius's
a
eyes
souvenir.
on me.
Sure.
That's still like
You waltz over to these like 15 feet tall bones,
Yep.
small ones, and you've been digging around the
The
tail.
smallest one. I look for the smallest one.
Yeah, you walk away over there and start just kind of digging around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in there pretty well.
Cool, perfect. I pick up a shovel and I start digging there.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a shovel and I'm gonna go into the. We stayed inside the top
Yeah.
tunnel, right? Because that's where the thing on that. And go outside to the edge of the excavation site. I'm gonna grab a shovel. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna mutter under my breath. If we're staying here anyways, you guys want to have an hour-long discussion, and I'm just gonna start digging, like straight down, just like
Okay.
straight down.
Rogar, make an athletics check as you're digging away the tailbone. And Lucius, make a
23.
Wow,
Oh, you're getting good. It's deep in there, but you're making good progress.
I'm getting this thing out now.
You're going quick. This is easy. No, there's no problem. Make an intelligence check or investigation check, Lucius. As you're digging, just rapidly go into it.
14.
14.
I'm gonna be watching you.
So he's just solo doing this, right? You guys are just watching next to me, right?
Well, yeah, they're just
Okay.
yapping.
I'm excavating my own dragon bone.
Sure. You investigate Lucius.
Like I'm just watching.
All right, cool. Lucius, you just start digging down. And it's easy going, but you do it out of just frustration. You're just
19.
yeah. You watch him, and he's going waist deep into a hole he's making inside the tunnel.
He's making his own coffin.
But you're just digging. You're digging and digging and digging, and you.
Here's what I want to do. I want to.
So just keep it going
Yeah.
until they
I have
finally
a shovel in my.
until they
bag.
finally
I
say
enjoy
they're
it.
gonna leave.
Okay, so make an investigation as well as you jump in the hole with Lucius and begin looking. 18. All right. So the two of you begin digging while the rest of Rogar is outside digging his little thing out. Cortia, what are you doing?
I'm blessing everybody's heart.
Okay, so I say.
Wait.
So when I see
investigation
Wolverbane, start digging too, I said, "Oh, is this the decision then?
I mean, yes.
Are we staying and
I
digging?"
mean, I'm not there.
We're doing it right now.
And I yell, "Somebody call the crew down!"
All right. Everyone just kind of relays the message outside, and you hear the airship lands on top of the mounds. And everyone, all 12 or 7, 8 crew members jump out, and they cheerfully grab their axes, pickaxes, and shovels, and they join you guys inside the tunnel.
I call one to help.
Yeah, for the gloria of.
Yeah.
Cloud.
Cloud.
Club, for the glory of the club, and they all come charging in, and you call one over,
Oh yeah.
and it's
Who do I get?
who do you get? You get come lumbering over is what appears
15 minutes ago, I say we have two choices. It takes us this long to actually do one.
You get joined by Ariscus, the more pudgier one. You know? He saw the opportunity to not go excavating. He's like, oh, I think Captain Rogadar needs me.
Oh, I give him a shovel and I put him to it.
And he's just like, damn it.
While I was getting out of this.
And he gets something. All right, so
It's just the two of us. You gotta go even harder. Pick
I
up
need-
the
I
pace.
and are you helping them dig?
No, I was doing something else.
Okay, so you
She's inspired.
got Cortez, you're helping them dig,
Right?
excavate.
I mean, I can
Yeah, yeah.
inspire you with this.
All right, so you got 18, you got
14.
14.
Does this blessing add?
You guys can bless your.
Like he said, he blessed us.
Sure.
Right?
Add the blessing.
Alan,
Which is what?
are you
D4.
Are you with them at this point?
No, I'm digging out a dragon bone.
Cortian, your blessing's a D4.
Mine's 15.
Okay.
It's not worth a lot, but it's all about it's what's in your heart.
I'll inspire.
Mine's
Wolverine.
21 now.
21?
What's inspiration?
15.
I'll give you inspiration.
Crew
Which is,
got
what? D6?
D8.
D8.
22. And Cortia, you're just observing them, right?
No, I'm helping.
Oh, you're helping to. You can make an investigation as well.
What is it?
Oriscus, he's
I have 25.
25? Okay. Euryscus is out there with Rogadar, and it doesn't take you long to realize he just, he's not lifting his weights. He's not pulling his weight. He's almost just like dusting the dirt around, just kicking it around. Just
I know
he's not putting a lot of effort into it.
Oh, I cracked the whip and he gets going.
He's like, oh, yes, for the glory of Clough!
Takes coils. Well, I don't actually hit him. I just forcibly make him
he's
do
like,
it.
He's sweating profusely. It doesn't take long to he's like wheezing.
Oh, if he's out of shape, he's got to get in shape.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You really beat him into it. Okay, Courtney, what'd you get? For your 13 plus 4?
17.
17? Okay, great. All right. You guys spend the next... It's dark in here, and I'm just with the light of Rogadar's spell. You lose track.
If it's been overrun, it's faded over there.
It's fading.
I have dark
and
vision.
in the darkness, it's hard to tell, gauge time of day. You don't know how long it's been. 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours could have been.
That's for the best.
However, Wolverbane, give me another investigation check. Or, sorry, give me a D20 check. Just a D20.
With none of those.
Just a straight D20. 3?
The bones of a small rodent. Blessing and inspiration don't count.
Inspiration's done.
So you guys are digging, and you kind of find a more natural cave system, and you kind of follow that around, and you guys make pretty good progress with all your crew members. Just making your own path. At one point, Rogadar or Wolverbane, your shovel hits something hard, and we're about to find what it is. What is something?
It's not a relic.
It ain't a relic, but it's something.
It's a stone, piece of log, it's something else.
It's definitely.
Oh, it's like a.
Unless it's just a wood shield, then that would be in there.
Yeah.
It's a pickaxe, like a lost.
Give me a D100.
It's like he's going to the treasure table.
I don't have one. Oh, I do have one.
Oh, it's just a non-magical item.
It could be a magical item.
Sure. You guys, have you guys kind of spread out and just working away on it?
26.
You kind of hear a clink as your shovel hits something, kind of like a small little glass object. You quickly dig it out and you see that you found a ancient. It hasn't broken the bottle, but it's a nice bottle of potion.
Oh.
It's you're not sure how long it's been there, but it's still there.
Does it look familiar? It's been in there since the formation.
It is. You see this potion before. The potion of resistance.
Which does what?
I don't know. I'll get the details.
It can't be charmed.
All right, you guys continue digging, I presume, looking for something or whatever. Could we make another round of investigation checks?
Another
For
round?
those of you guys are there in there digging.
18.
18. Rogadar, make another athletics check.
Natural 20.
Yeah. Out. Sorry.
I'm gonna have this thing dug up in no time.
And you're not really sure where your companions are. You know like 4 hours has passed.
Oh, they've disappeared. Who cares? They're fine.
Ariscus is lying on the ground. He's beat red in the face. He can barely breathe.
How long has he been lying down for?
About 10 minutes.
Okay, he's got 5 more minutes. So he's back to it.
As you're thinking that, you hear like kind of the creaking of dirt, like just giving way as the tailbone or the dragon bone begins to teeter and totter, and it begins to fall over. And you've managed to dig far enough. You realize you're pretty deep into this tail, but it falls over and now lands. You got yourself like a
Sweet.
16-foot long bone.
How heavy is it?
Oh, it's like 300 pounds.
Okay.
A solid bone.
What was the dude's name?
Ariscus.
Riskus. We're carrying this to the ship.
For the glory of Cloud!
You're right, it is.
Alright,
on the front is like a.
well, you guys continue to go through the
How deep are we at this point? Like,
you spend a lot, like you're digging for like 5 hours, 6 hours. You've found another tunnel. You found different areas. You've gone like way beyond where you started. You're finding natural kind of holes pockets that you're using to excavate more tunnels you find, and somehow just making sure it doesn't fall on you.
Corsion, can you check again for undead?
Yep. Doing it.
Sure. A couple hours later pass, over and you strike something else. Give me another D20, D100.
Is this because I don't?
Actually, give me another D20 check. Just a D20 roll. Okay. This time, you're kind of just everyone's kind of just spread off into their own, and you're digging. You hear kind of your shovel hits a little resistance. You kind of push harder and harder, and your shovel kind of goes through and just kind of gives out. And it almost feels like it just pushed right through a hole, like a wall. It gets buried with dirt, and next thing you know, kind of it all just starts to fill in and cave inwards, and you find yourself just tumbling down into what appears to be a small hidden pocket deep within the mound, somewhere in the heart of this place. And you're landing in a pile of bones.
Oh, hey guys!
About like 10 feet down, or 10, 20 feet down into a hole.
I found someone.
Is there anyone here?
Make a perception checks.
Well, did we
I'm
self-separate?
not even
You
inside
guys-
that
you
cave,
guys
so
are-
I don't think
I mean, I went with the crew. They're much kind of separated and just kind of excavated outwards, large areas. Just the loud sounds of the just boom, just everyone just talking and just picking axe. You don't really catch voice. Of
Like,
movement.
Wolverine was kind of like near us and then just was gone.
Yeah, it was off to the side, just fell in. Okay, so you
What was the I guess it was like how much when you got
Yeah,
into
how
the
much
cave
did
network
you
you all
spread
just
out?
spread
yeah,
out.
I would assume you spread out quite a bit. Cortion, you did catch a glimpse of Wolverine just fall through a hole. The rest of you guys are just kind of just focused on your own pickaxe.
I'm gonna just shout. I'm gonna shout that Wolverine made quite the loud thud when he fell down the hole.
You shouting now?
Me. I'm shouting it to you
That he made a loud thud.
guys. Yeah, and maybe we should.
Hey guys, Wolverine made a loud thud.
When he fell down a hole.
I'm gonna cast light just to make sure we get some eyes on him.
On what?
On what? I guess on myself.
You go a beacon of hope and love. And as it illuminates the area, you can all see. You kind of Cortion directs your attention to a hole.
Alright, we all come over. Well, I come over anyways and examine.
You look down, you see Wolverine's in
I have 120-foot dark vision.
What do I see
Yeah,
Actually, I have
as I'm laying down?
Elder sight. Double sight. I can see anything.
so you appear in the hole, you see
Can you
Wolverine.
see if he's really bright though?
Yeah.
Would he blind you?
Well, I mean, if I put my head down the hole, yeah.
So you guys kind of look in the hole as Wolverine's falling. He's about 20 or so feet down in this pit. So it seems to be quite a large cavern, almost like the original mound that this place was built into. It's just laying. You're just laying in a sea of bones. Bones, large bones.
Large bones.
And just kind of amongst the debris, you see there's like old rusted weapons and shields and armor and kind of like things that were offered to this mound among the bones.
Anything that looks.
As Cortion's body illuminates the area, you see something shine. Just
Shiny. Yes.
something, a small thing shine.
Oh, I run over there and
Sure.
pick it up.
I'm gonna sense undead one more time.
Okay, go ahead. You kind of look down, and you're sensing it dead as Wolverine picks up what appears to be a strange tooth, a large golden plated tooth.
Oh,
Can you attune to it?
Pretty big. It's about that big.
giant.
How big is that?
It's about this big, Joe. About this big.
It's making motions in his head.
It's the size of Mike's head. That was
Yeah.
about his motion.
Oh.
You get the sense that it's, as you pick it up, it's the tooth of a giant, gold plated. What type of giant? You're not sure. And Cortion, as you pick that up, Cortion, you sense something dead.
Is it a herbivore giant or a carnivore giant?
Is it the fourth incisor?
Yeah. Which
I need to know.
It's the wisdom tooth. The was that tooth.
Oh wow.
So it's not.
Was it removed before? Like, did they have two?
They had to like they had
Were
to
the jaw too
And then
small?
they
they had
gold
to,
plated
ex-
it.
they had to
Very
excavate it, and then they gold plated it. Yeah. Courtion, as Wolverine picks up the tooth and examines it in all its glory, you sense undead right beside him.
Do I sense magic from this tooth?
I'm gonna yell at
Can you
Wolverine.
sense magic?
I don't know. I don't know.
Get out of
Wolverine, back here. I know, like pointing towards us. I don't
No,
know.
not a back hair. It's tooth.
It's tooth hair.
It's a tooth.
All right. So we're just going to use part of the map here.
Oh man.
Wolverine, you're here. As your companions are just looking down the hole around you. As you're looking at this, Courtion, you sense the undead just this presence, just a rush around the room below, far below you, among all the bones as they begin to shudder and shake and form.
Oh, it's creepy.
And Wolverine,
I was right. It's around him.
Enjoy your tooth.
You're putting me farther
Oh,
and farther
that's
away.
too much.
I just need space. They're above you. They're above you. Just super above you. As well, there we go again, guys.
And goodbye, Wolverine.
Bye, Wolverine.
I still think
Oh,
all
shit.
is dandy in this place.
We're not even there. Good luck, Courtion.
Have I gotten the spine to the boat yet or no?
Yeah, you called the boat down.
Well, the boat was already down. You have all the crew.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
So you dragged it over.
Alright. I strap it
It takes some time.
I start strapping to the side with the shield, the opposite side of the shield.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what you see here, like as the bones begin to form, they begin to form into what appear to be. How do I do this? There we go. Old undead thunder beasts. Ooh. Similar to what this mound is built on, and they form up around you, Wolverine, and they attack you.
But did they surprise him? Did I warn him enough?
Yeah, they're not a surprise attack. They get the first round, but it's not a surprise attack, so it's not an attack. But they kind of surround you and begin biting at you with their jaws. 21 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. 24 to hit. 14. 10. Nope. So you take, as they bite you take a total point of 30 points of piercing damage. 30? 38. Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, you guys can make initiative rolls.
Really?
I'll make a roll just in case someone tells me about this. Ooh, that's about right for me.
Did you get a roll there?
10. But I'm nowhere near them.
Courtion?
Actually, if they hit me, I get
One.
a reaction.
You get a reaction? Sure. You just
21 I got. Dude, was that? I thought I had my token selection. Oh, I guess I didn't.
My reaction is strong defense.
Yeah.
what'd you get inside?
17.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I
Yes,
can hear you.
sir.
Okay.
Alright.
So I'll reduce it by 9.
So Lucius is top of the turnover. You watch as, again, Wolverine has found himself in a precarious position, stealing from the graves.
Stealing?
Stealing.
And we're like 20 feet.
Yeah, about 20 feet up, and he's just down.
How like open is it? Like, can we see the whole?
Yeah,
cabin?
it's it's good like 50 feet area. Like it's quite large space.
And we can kind of see.
yeah, with your vision, you can see. You got a good view. You can go to the hole.
And they're all.
They're all
No, they're made of bone though, right?
yeah.
No,
they are
fireball.
undead. They're all surrounding.
It's gonna just like burn the bone to dust though.
No, fire bones tend to not burn very well. Ooh, swell. First of all, the stupid glaring light beside me is really making it difficult to see.
Yeah. Fortia.
I wish I could react fast enough to make a witty quip.
I'm like, you see beside, like, we're both kind of looking down, and you're like on my right, and I like shielding my face from your stupid light, and I don't know. I just cast Hex as bonus action on the closest one.
Sure.
And just fire a couple of Eldritch Blasts,
Yeah.
which I assume have disadvantage because of his light.
Yeah.
Like, how bright is the light, though?
It's the
bright light
It's-
beside
it's-
you.
So 14 and 12.
They both miss. As you fire down, close, it just scatters up old bone and rubble below. It's blasting.
Say, damn it, Cortion.
Zion, yourself off. You're somewhere in the tunnel. You want to do?
I'm not even at all. I'm outside
Oh.
the building.
Alright.
Oh, you're helping me strap the bone to the ship.
I
Perfect.
wasn't really helping, but I'm looking at you differently.
Oh, okay.
I'm just watching this as a tale to remember.
Okay, so you're like saying, no, there, no,
Yeah,
not there.
yeah, that's right.
Not two you out there.
I'm just
One
thinking on
of
it.
them bites you for 17 points of piercing damage. The other one you manage to just smack across the face, and parts of the bony face fall off and re-emerge. It's your turn, movement.
I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
It's called play, like,
Yeah, I guess that.
I'm
it
gonna
lights up a 45 area. And like,
Well, I took the
I'm
disadvantage.
going to attack with my new
that's probably
great club.
it's not necessarily one way or the other. There's like if you're afraid of like,
I guess the guy
just
north of me.
beside you, should try to do that.
I imagine we're both trying to peer down this little
Yeah.
hole. Probably
And there's like
this.
this blinding light beside you.
That's just like kicked Cordion over.
Is it a dragon type?
You're free object
No,
interaction.
it's not. You know what? I would say it is. It's a dragon type.
Is it a concentration spot?
Like as far as
19, so that hit.
that's why it's so good for a fight if you don't have vision, you just cast it.
I keep forgetting when I get attacked I can do stuff.
You use your reaction to stone. And you haven't taken a turn yet, so it hasn't reset yet.
Really? Yeah. No, but it's a new turn.
Have you taken a turn?
This is my turn.
No,
I
but
mean,
when they just
okay,
attacked
so-
you, it wasn't your turn yet. So you used your reaction to first.
If
first
you
time they
used your
attacked-
reaction,
The first time
up
they
to-
attacked, it wasn't
your reaction resets on your turn basically every
Yeah.
time.
Oh, I see.
You can react once.
So I'm trying again.
Unless you have something like Talify that allows you to attack multiple times.
But that's only for attacks on opportunity.
Yeah, Talify is only at attacks of opportunity. I'd have so much fun down there. Amazing.
Okay, there it is. Romandar, you guys are getting that boat on the ship.
Oh yeah,
Oh, it looks
Oh, yeah.
great.
this is awesome.
Are you mounting it like a horn, like a ramming device?
No, I'm mounting it on the side to match the shield on the other side.
Okay, so it's like a trophy.
Yeah,
It's offset the balance.
It's going in my room when you get our key.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there's giant bones.
Yeah.
in there. Okay, that sounds great.
I like it.
All
And I'll tell tales of the dragon I killed together.
right. You get hit by,
Or Zyro.
and then you get bit again. We'll pay for 20 points
I'll
of
help
piercing
you.
damage.
After the raging.
Cortion, you anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna aid on my bud there. I'm also gonna do it on Lucius because he's close as well, and although he's grumpy, I think he needs it.
Turn off your lights!
This aid dude.
And if I turn off my light, nobody's gonna be able to see
We
me.
have dark vision.
Cordion, only you won't be able to see.
Okay. So I'll aid first. Wolverine, Lucius, myself, and that's gonna be for a third level spell. So I'm gonna that's 10 for all you guys. And then as a maybe my bonus action, I can turn off the light, and I plunged into Perfect.
Yeah, you
That'd
just,
be good now.
Poor
Just
you.
go
You
right-
guys better not kill Cortin.
as you go to darkness, you just hear like your whole crew freak out as they can't see either. They're just like, ah, what the hell?
But they were down there the whole time without Cordion's light. No.
Should they not be represented on there to be able to fight?
If you want your crew to jump down there and fight with you, they're your crew to expand.
No.
They're all just gonna die. They're all noobs.
20 feet though. 20 feet's a good drop.
We need them to man our ship, though. We can't let them die.
They'll die on the fall down.
Yeah, alright.
This target's hit point maximum and current hit points increased by 5.
We did
Oh,
third
you did it
level,
at
so we
3rd
got
level?
10.
So
Yeah.
we get
And
10.
you take another point of 26 piercing damage as you keep getting bit.
I'm gonna.
That one thing did 26?
Yeah.
So I
Oh my
temporarily have 53.
Have any of them been missing?
I'll be
Have any of them been
Well,
critting?
two of the first 4 attacks missed.
That was a 26 to hit.
I will expend a superiority base and use parry. The damage is I can use your action, expend a dice, reduce the damage by a number roll plus my dex modifier. I have those.
I like, so I can see now,
Yeah.
and I just say, I don't say anything, I just fire 2 more bolts at the same one. What is with my rolls tonight? I have
Welcome.
hex damage, so 12 points of damage total.
Okay.
Actually, are they immune to necrotic damage?
You're not.
Okay, yeah, then 12 points of damage total.
Alright. Zaya, how is it going on the ship?
Oh, man, I'm
Someone needs to
serving
get on
this
the
thing,
earpiece on
man.
the next turn.
It's only if you guys remember.
You're just like-
I'm having a great time trying
Yeah,
to get this thing on the
You're
side of the
polishing
ship.
the bone, you're getting off the dirt, because Delphine kind of gives you that look like, hey, it's your ship and all, but at least try to keep it clean. you
I'm
know,
telling
like,
Rogodard it
The
would
thing
be so
is,
much better
it'll
if you
take so
painted
many
it.
rounds for you to even get
Yeah.
to where we
It's
are.
not-
You guys are pretty far.
And I'm trying to convince you that painting it, like my hair would look amazing on the ship.
What? No, you don't paint bone.
But I mean, it would look like Glitterlux and Co.
You need this pure whiteness,
They
though.
begin to
You
bite
need
it.
it to go
That's
in
racist.
contrast.
The bone, they begin to pile on top of
But
you.
all
You
bones are
take
white.
total points of 36 piercing damage.
All of them hit.
2 of them hit. Next 2 pre-roll hit. 22 to hit, 19 to hit. 36 points of piercing damage total. 18. And Rogodar watches
Oh, I'm
Oh,
still
yeah,
talking about
that's
Zai getting this thing up there.
Yeah.
It's looking
the
good.
crew compliments you. They're like, you know what? This is gonna be a fun trip, guys. Road trip 2018. Faerun, here we go.
We
From
can
Fire
go and
Clouds.
start digging up. No, one's enough. I need a second one.
Actually, the
No,
crew's,
that's my
not,
turn.
the crew's not with you.
Yeah, what about
Okay,
that? If we
Well,
get
no,
all
I have
of
one
it-
Is the
crew with me, and
whole-
you just said the original
That's
cat.
Can I also tell Rogodard that if
Did
we
I not
dug
get a
out
turn?
another one, then we
Did I
could
not get
put
a
them
turn?
aside
Or
of
did I
the
skip?
entrance of our keep.
No, this is going in my room.
But
Once I get a room big enough, it's going
Yeah.
in my room.
okay,
So I
but
moved
two
Rogodar
in
from
front of your
700.
door, you know. I don't know.
No, one's enough.
I'll do that.
I don't want to destroy this thing too much.
So you're getting piled on top of Warbane by these bones.
But not literally, right? Like he's not grappled?
Oh no, exactly. Like they're just swarming him.
Okay.
You kind of like your arm like awkwardly stuck between their like ribs. You're like, ugh.
I yell, what are you waiting for? Get up here!
Is action surge a bonus?
What, to do action surge? No, you just say you're doing it.
See, that's what I thought.
It's a extra action that you can use to attack.
So I'm gonna attack the guy that's blocking my way from everybody else.
They're all above you.
Yeah, I know. It's not like line up. If I'm gonna run, he's in the way.
Sure. I mean, where you planning to run to? Like you would have to climb up out of this.
I know.
Okay.
So you're going to the wall then, basically.
No, I'm attacking. I'm attacking the guy that's
Oh, I see.
in the way. With my thing. 9. Guessing that doesn't hit.
You just right between his foot bone.
Using my extra attack. 18.
That is.
9 plus. I'm going to do that regular too. 20.
Yeah. You You bring down the giant club and smash this in its base as it scatters across the floor and picks up on the bones. And it disappears.
Now I'm going to use second wind as my bonus action. 1d10 plus your fire level.
So, question. Like, is he holding on to the tooth while he's fighting?
I don't know. Are you holding the two later?
No, he's using a two-handed weapon.
So, like,
it would be
is the
something-
tooth
it either dropped or like I stashed it before these things were attacking.
like stashed?
Like
Yeah.
you magically
Pretty big.
stashed it.
Like, is this,
we
like,
didn't
too-
really have time though because the
Well, like,
thing's
is this
attacked.
too big to?
It's a
Like, you
head
couldn't put it in your pack, right?
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty.
the size of a head.
It's like a
Yeah, but I'm a big guy and I have a big pad.
it's a pretty big tooth. It's pretty. Joe, it's this big.
That big, okay. Yeah.
Use discretion.
Jump.
Can't stand
You
upside.
guys can see the.
That's where I am.
That's where you are.
You could throw it to us. You should.
Go on without me.
Lucia says okay.
Do not tempt me.
Is your turn?
Okay.
No. I heal 5. Now I'm going to second wind.
Yeah, if he dies.
Sorry, no, I just second wind. Now I'm going to. Where is it? Action surge. Take an additional action. If I move all three attack?
Yeah.
Even though they're 50.
They're next to you.
They're next. All three would attack if I move.
They're all just like slowly. Try. Just do it. What's the worst that can happen? It's like stepping on a D4.
Now I'm going to attack the one on my right.
Okay.
Twice.
Okay. He bounces harmlessly off his skull. Boink. Doink. And then he bounces harmlessly off his skull again. Doink.
Wow, that was a wasted turn.
And it bites you back Wolverine for 13 points of piercing damage.
And I'm going to reaction. Spend a superiority dice again. To parry.
Okay. Coaching out from above. You watch Wolverine struggling. What do you do? Oh, you can't see him. Oh, but you're blind. You're right. The lights are off. You hear some destruction go on below you. What do you do? There's some like torches behind you, further down the tunnel where your crew have been excavating because they can't see. They've got a few torches up.
How much damage is it?
60.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna cast light transference, and I'm gonna say that I can see him.
How's that work? What's like transfer?
Yeah, I sacrifice some of my health to mend another creature's injuries. I take 48 necrotic damage to give him health, and he gets twice as much damage as I give him myself.
Get twice as much health as the damage you take?
Yep. And then I'm going to cast this at level 4.
Did you see him do that?
I do.
How do you see him?
I can see him.
Do you have dark vision?
I'll tell you how I can see him afterwards.
Oh, I see. I understand. I see what you mean. Okay, so you you focus and
It's a special skill.
and you see him.
So I'm gonna roll. I hope this doesn't kill me. Let me do the math here.
Maybe he can see
Hang on.
someone who's about to die. Just
I think we're good. Yeah.
Oh wow!
One of my best rolls yet. Of course.
That's
What?
amazing. So what is that? You take 20 points of damage?
I double
I
that.
take 28 and he takes double that, so he gets 56.
6,
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
56.
56.
Accordion's almost dead.
Whoa, that helps so much.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this is like one of my best heals, and like
Was it almost
it's so
a perfect
fucking
roll
huge.
too?
It's like sacrifice. And
All right.
it's like,
Like blood goes from him to the other person.
All right. So as that happens, the other beast bites you for 21 points of piercing damage.
Me. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which
Wait,
is
That's a 10.
It's so nice outside, but we should come and help us put the bone on the ship.
Are you saying that?
I'm going to pull out my rope, look for something to tie it to.
yeah. There's a lot of
Yeah, I
lines.
tie it and throw the rope down.
Okay.
Because otherwise, even if Wolverine gets away, he's not going to be able to get up.
Alright.
And then at that point, I mean, like, that's my action. And at that point, like, if he doesn't just come up, I give up.
Alright. Zaya, anything on the boat?
I'm still having my fun with the Rogadar.
Okay. Sounds good. You also get bit again. 28 points of damage. Roger, anything on the boat?
Strapping it down, making sure it's not going to fall off. And then I'm just
don't
standing
fall
there, like, admiring it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gleams nicely off the natural 20 weather sun.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
We're
Yeah.
giving it a little benediction to hope that it will bring us good fortune.
A benediction?
Already.
I'm still calculating my health.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Man, dang it.
Okay. You see, there's a rope that falls down. As Lucius looks down, and that's he's got the rope on you.
I feel like that's
Nearby.
obvious enough.
Oh,
10,
can I see that?
It's about 10 feet away
10 feet?
Yeah.
10 feet, 3 attacks, and you attack enemies. I will.
Yeah.
But I can react. I get attacked. I can react to their reaction attack. If I'm moving and they attack me, can I react?
from you. If you have a reaction, yeah.
It's my turn. I have another reaction.
I'll leave it to your discretion.
But isn't it their reaction?
You can't react. Yeah, we're reacting to you. You can't react to a react. You react to an attack, right?
When a creature damages me with a melee attack and use my reaction, it doesn't say during your turn.
Yeah.
I'll leave it to your discretion about retreating, like running away. Are you able to swing, like turn around fully, swing,
That's true.
and then turn back around and
That's
keep running?
that's my fighter training since you trained me so well.
That would be you moving, stopping, attacking, and moving away again.
I'm running away and they hit me and I just like as I keep on going.
You need
know?
2 hands.
Well, the thing is, he's not disengaging.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I had almost pictured like him backing away from them.
Okay. So yeah.
Well, that's a disengage though.
Right.
If
It's like
you're
disengage,
protecting, you're
step
guarding
back.
yourself as you move away.
And I can move.
And if
but
he has to
I
climb
can't
a rope, he can't
Right.
even climb and swing the weapon at the same time.
Well, I mean,
Disengage would be
presumably
for
the
everybody.
attacks would happen before he gets to the rope. But,
Yeah.
still, yeah. It's questionable.
Yeah. That's why I said DM's discretion.
And it's 10 feet away, so I will disengage.
Yeah.
Run over there.
If I was doing it raw, I would
Climb
say
up
that
the
you
rope.
could do it.
So I have
Yeah.
40 movement speed.
So it's half speed to get up the rope because it's a difficult movement. So it takes you 10 feet to get there.
Wait, no. Climbing takes half movement.
Yeah, I would say difficult.
10 feet to get there, 20 feet up. So that'd be like 40 to climb.
So you get 10 feet there, and you have how much movement speed? 40. So you can get up 10 feet. You get halfway up the rope.
If I dash instead of disengaging with an action,
You'd make
I would make it, but I get hit. So if I were to reach down, grab the tooth, and throw it, is
Yeah.
that an action?
Yeah, that would be your action. I would say.
Or is that like a bonus?
No, that's you stand, reaching down and using your action to throw the object upwards.
And then
You're-
your
you're-
action's like pulling up.
You're like trying to like aim it well. You're just not.
But that wouldn't be movement.
No, it's you using the object.
So it's like, can I survive 2 turns down? Well, okay, we can leave that down there. I can leave the tooth for now. We get up there, call our reinforcements, come back, slay these guys, and take the tooth. Okay, I disengage.
Okay.
No. Sorry, I don't disengage. Okay. I dash.
Okay.
Try and get up there completely.
Alright. Dash.
3 crits.
That'd be so amazing. And bad at the same time. Because that was the longest decision ever to do this.
We'll assume that
Take a total point of 47 damage.
Oh,
that
that's
entire thought process happened in a split
Yeah.
second in
Right.
Wolverine.
It's like linear
Just
life
every
flash.
time.
until November.
What?
The next book to come out in the series.
Alright.
So I make it.
Okay. Yeah, so for the purpose of this, you manage to climb up out of this hellhole pit that you found yourself in, and you scramble up beside Lucius and Corkion. Corkion sees you. Lucius can see you. You're a little wounded. Yeah, you can see
Oh,
him.
yeah.
And the beasts below are just kind of thundering around, as thunder beasts do. We'll say through the course of the next couple hours, you recruit your friends, Robidar and Zaya, and you bring in your crew, and you just rage the shit out of these things. You just blast them from above. No effort at all. You just take them from your advantage location.
Because like they have no way to come up to the
No.
wall.
Well, if they have nowhere to come up, why don't we just leave them?
Because
Well, we need the tooth.
Oh,
We had to ditch the tooth.
Oh, you ditched the tooth in the end? Oh my god.
Well, like he couldn't like. there
Yeah,
was
go-
no
It was
way.
either I try and throw it to you, survive getting hit 3 times, and then try to escape again, or leave it and we all come back in full strength.
Alright, so you
And I
guys
mean, like literally, I can just pot chop them.
Yeah.
Until they're dead.
spend the next couple hours just picking them off, getting your crew together, going down to
Target check this.
Yeah, you go down to retrieve the.
Yeah, I'm entertained. Like it's satisfying watching helpless creatures scramble around
It's
the
like
bottom
pulling
of this
pulling
thing.
the wings off of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like legitimately like you see Lucius just grinning under his cloak as he just like casually, without a care, just like fires blasts at these helpless creatures.
Alright, so you guys spend the next couple hours. You retrieve the golden tooth from the depths below.
I retrieve the golden.
You retrieve the golden tooth, you go down and get it, and you bring it
I
up.
don't want to.
I collect my
Give it
rope.
to, I hand it to Zaya and say, "Is this special?"
Are you guys still within the cave?
We climbed up.
Yeah, you climb up, you're still in your little excavated cave.
I collect my rope.
Collect your rope, hand it to Zaya.
Cordion, they still feel undead, although we killed the creatures.
Yeah, I should sense.
You
I
sense.
think I've got the
There's-
ability to do so still. I got 2 more maybe.
Okay. Yeah, you sense the presence are still
Ah!
within the pit below.
Lucius, you know what that means.
Wolverine's got to go for round 2 in the pit.
We're not done.
What do you mean we're not done? We
There's
have
more!
the artifact.
We got
Well,
what we
maybe there's
need.
2 again.
So you want to keep digging.
I mean, I didn't dig so far, so, I mean, the ones who like to do it can keep going at it, I guess.
Well, first, Zaya, can you tell me if this has any magic
Sure.
properties?
Yes, why not? Let's take a look at this thing.
It's too big for you to carry, but you hold on to it, touch
I
it.
put it in the ground. I throw it to the ground in front of me. Yeah.
And you kind of just listen. You kind of focus on it. There doesn't seem to be any magical
Listen.
properties on it. It
It's just a boring tooth, Wolverine.
but you
So it's
guys,
not even an artifact.
It won't even go and fit in your mouth. if
I
you
want
move
to
it.
appraise the gold on this tooth.
Is
Like,
it a solid gold
how-
tooth or just a
it's-
gold
how
So
coated?
all this,
would
and it's
this
not an
tooth-
artifact.
Is it gilded?
Just like silently.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm not saying this out loud. I
guess-
just want to kind of evaluate how much I think this much gold would go for.
Is it nighttime now?
you're inside the cave. You can't tell.
Oh no, I'd have left the cave.
Okay.
I was kind of bored. Well,
Yeah,
this was
you have to-
watching these
It's
things.
like you guys have been spending the whole day just doing this. It's like really like.
You know- We're going to go back to the ship and prepare a supper.
All right. The crew follow you.
Nice.
The crew follow you and prepare their ship for.
It's going to be a super spicy supper, guys. It'll be awesome.
I cast light.
All right. You can't.
Yes.
So you get
thanks.
yourself in the cave.
I can't see either
Um,
of that.
Ah!
You
What the hell?
so you try to appraise it. It's just light just beams from it. You can't get that.
I just start leaving the cave.
Alright, you
Like
leave the
I'm
cave as
sick
well.
of this.
I cast light outside of the cave.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's more places for it to disperse to.
Yeah. It's just you feel like
It's
you're
not
being.
as painful.
Alright. So who has the tooth?
Huh? Wolverine.
You have the tooth.
Wolverine.
Alright. And you're leaving the cave with them.
Also, is it? We're confirming that it's a giant tooth and not a dragon tooth.
It's like
It's
a
shaped
it's
like
like
a
a shape like
humanoid.
a humanoid
Okay.
giant's tooth. I'll look them over.
And if a dragon would have changed into a human, the tooth would not be.
Are you using
When
the
it
cave?
dies, it goes back to
The crew goes back to the ship with Roman.
Yeah. Well, if everybody's leaving, I'm not going to stay there by myself. I'm going to go with them.
Yeah, I'm going for something.
Alright. So you guys are headed on the ship. As you leave the cave that you've created with your crew, as soon as you bring that tooth outside out of the mounds, you just feel this serious rumbling happening below your feet. needs. Some serious rumbling.
Get to the ship.
You guys just leg it to the ship. Crew just, not really paying attention. As soon as you get on the ship, you announce your crew to take off. And as you watch from below, watch from above rather, from below, you just see Thunder Beast just shooting up out of the mound. These bones, these undead, just pouring out of the mound itself as you leave with their artifacts.
Oh
What
my
is it?
goodness.
Down, I
Those
say.
chase us the rest of this.
Well,
Journey.
that's a problem for the next excavation crew.
Well, are they following us?
Homing
They're kind of they're standing there watching, like looking at you.
But they aren't leaving the mound.
No.
Oh.
They're leaving. They haven't left the site. They're kind of just. But there's like 50 of them just powering out of it, and they just keep coming. This bones from below of this ancient burial mounds as they form and try to retrieve their stuff, their tooth.
So
how much does the tooth look like it's worth?
So wait, it's not. So Zaya, it's not magical,
Well,
but
no, it's like the shield. I guess it's like the
but-
shield.
it has to be. It has to be special because these undead are supposed to protect it.
Yeah,
So is this or is this not one of the artifacts we're supposed to get?
I'm gonna guess it is
It's worth a
like
good solid 600 gold.
like the
Yeah,
shield
in this
that
gilded plate.
the shield.
And it'd be hard to
doesn't
sell
have
it too.
magic.
There's
Well,
no,
600
like,
gold is more gold than I have, so
That's more than I have.
It's just a really shiny.
it'd be worth selling
Yeah.
to me.
nothing else to it.
No, you
But
can sell
when you
gold
see
to
the root,
anybody.
Yeah.
Like it's
You can
gold. They
look
can
at
melt
the
it
tooth
down
and see where it starts to be.
Yeah.
and make coins out of it.
But the giants made like their tooth back.
Well, I mean, obviously that is the goal.
All right. So you.
But
you
I
leave,
just
you
I
leave-
like to know these things.
It's nighttime, and you leave Murgo's Mounds. You now have a shield, a great club, a ring.
Do I get a discussion about like because I was gonna comment
Oh,
about it's not magical. Is this even
yeah,
what we
there's
want?
something on deck.
Yeah, I say the shield. I kind of just interject. The shield isn't magical either. I don't think there's any rule dictating that the relics must all contain magic.
True. So far, half and half.
All right. So again, you have shields, a tooth, a ring, a great club, and suddenly a dragon spine bone.
Yeah.
Rib bone
That is
just-
not
that is
part of
mounted
it.
on the side of the ship.
No, that's mine. I'm keeping that one.
The crew are a little cautious now. The ship does
It's
wobble
not
a bit
a
in the wind. It's kind of a little. It weighs too much on one side of it. It lists, but it rumbles in the.
Well,
bit-
I played around a bit. I found like a good sitting spot for it.
oh, it's secured. It just the way you balance it all, it just seems all wrong.
Hmm.
It just
we should dig up a second one.
that's the only solution.
Yeah.
Two.
Anything you guys want to do in the boat? And you continue on to
I moved like the storage stuff from the one side of the ship to the other to try and offset the weight of it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good
You-
idea.
And I'm sort of playing around with that.
Sure.
Our extra harpoons that we store, I moved them all specifically to one side.
You work with Nizroth, the ship's mechanic, to kind of just work and get the balance working, and eventually he's satisfied with what you've got and you continue onwards.
Everyone sleeps just on one side now.
Looking at your map, your next destination is Shining White to the east. Again, that's about 3 days travel.
So full heal.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite long.
But what?
We lose our 8 HP, right?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a level up.
It's about the night of the second day of travel. Nighttime. It's been a peaceful journey. You guys are just catching up, giving Courtney on some stories about your past, and giving him information that he may want to
Over
know.
chicken wings.
Over chicken wings. Barbecued on the elemental. Place yourselves where you would be on the deck, or tell me where you would be.
I mean, is it nighttime or are we
It's
supposed to be sleeping?
it's like dusk. It's like nighttime. It's late. The sun has gone down. The moon's up.
But we're just hanging out eating chicken wings.
Yeah, you'd be hanging out eating chicken wings.
The lazy crew member, who, as Rogodar refers to him now,
Yes.
um,
Ariscus.
he is putting him through a short little training exercise because he knows he's completely out of shape.
Okay, so let me put this thing. So you're up on top of the deck. Belsky is driving the ship. Ariscus and
Yeah, we can be up by the front.
Rogodar are training.
I figure I'm near the grill.
You're over to the grill with Zaya and Morbane and
I'm just gonna go like stand at the
Okay.
back of the ship,
All right.
brooding.
And Torella. Torella is manning the elementals. You guys are just make sure that Mounds is good. It's quiet night. While you're brooding, three of you are with Torella. And you guys are just chatting and roasting up. What was it? Shrimp? You said shrimp?
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings. Chicken wings are on the elemental. Rogodar and Oreskis are training. Delphine commands the ship, and the rest of the crew are all go doing their thing. While you're brooding, Lucius, you guys are about, let's say, just on the map here, you've kind of traveled halfway towards Shining White, according to your map. You've passed over the long road, the road that you took north towards Mirabar. Quite the journey, and you find yourself over the Lurkwood, southern end of the Lurkwood. Lucius, it doesn't take you long, as it is dark. An easy spot. But you see off the left side of the ship, the port side of the ship, which faces north, as you guys are heading east. There is a bright light from deep within the Lurkwood. A light, a fire that billows from the Lurkwood itself. A billowing black smoke arises from it. It's quite obvious that it's not the trees that are on fire, but something that's inside the forest that's on fire. And it's ablaze. It's nighttime. It's nighttime now. You guys are just...
Like, so is the smoke just kind of billowing up through the trees?
Through the trees, yeah. Like
and I can just kind of see fire
you see
underneath?
flames like burst up once in a while, because somebody like just continues to ignite.
It's like big.
It's
like really big.
It's quite large. It's a raging inferno from somewhere within that forest. Some of the trees are lit now, like they're kind of burning, but it's not the forest that's on fire per se. It might be to catch fire as some of the embers burn up, but something in the liquid is ablaze.
I called Delphine over.
Delphine's commanding the ship. She says, "Oriscus, enough of that. Take the ship." And Oriscus
Let's correct the side.
says, "Sorry, Rogodar."
Tomorrow, same time.
He runs over, take command of the ship, and he waltzes over to you.
And I
They,
say, and I just point.
She looks down and says,
What do you make of that?
Fire in the Lurkwood? I'm not sure. We've never really journeyed to the Lurkwood. I don't know what that could be. Do you have any experience there? Any
Yes, I do not.
Any of your crew members, perhaps? And the captains, I'm sorry, the captains for the Glory Club. Do any of your captains have experience in the Glory Club?
Just
see that map again.
This is somewhat meta-y, but Wolverbane, did he mention to the party that he used to dwell around here?
He did.
He did?
Where's the room?
Sorry, I can't. I didn't
Wait a second.
Yes? Okay. So, like, Lucius would remember that Wolverbane had mentioned...
he had mentioned, as you guys would go up the long road, that, hey, I used to live in the Lurkwood.
Okay. In that case, because, okay, like, I'll be entirely honest, the whole time I've just been like, why would I care? Like, let's just keep going.
I felt like that too.
But, like, okay, so that gives me a reason to say, Wolverbane.
Yeah, you guys are you're talking to Perla, and you learn that Perla, she's generally the one in command of the fire elemental. She's like a pyromaniac. She's crazy. She's just like telling all these crazy stories that she thinks she just...
She's
just
more
fire.
like,
She's
more
like-
like
yeah.
Hyrella.
Pyro. She's
So I'm eating my chicken wings.
She's pretty crazy. She's like, you guys are so cool.
Say, you used to live in the Lurkwood, right?
Yeah. Why?
You might want to see this.
I walk over and I notice the fire. I'm like, well, that's a big fire. Well, what forest is this?
The Lurkwood. Where you used to live.
And I just scan the area to see like where exactly this fire would be located if I recognize the location.
Yeah, you're yeah. You look at the fire, and again, it burns from within the forest, not the trees themselves, but something is on fire out there. And you look, and that definitely is, or relative to the location of the village of Dunbar.
That looks like
Criminal.
my town is on fire. Guys, it looks like my town is on fire.
Oh wait, I was eating. My
I
mouth
say,
was full.
I say very casually, and do you have any attachment to your hometown?
Lucius.
Like a legitimate question.
Yes!
Then I
Captain.
suppose you'll be wanting to make a stop.
Captain, we have to go down there.
We have nothing to protect ourselves from fire.
There's
guys.
people down
I
there.
got something to protect
Oh,
myself from
I
fire.
do.
Okay, I mean, I don't have anything to protect myself
The
against
crew
fire.
looks
Well, then you can stay
I
on the
can
boat.
I can protect 4 of us. And I look at 4
Well,
people.
look at that. Okay. Thanks for being around, Procyon, I guess.
Captain,
We're
we
not
have to go down
landing
there.
in
Lucius,
the fire.
you know what to do. You can protect yourself, right?
What?
I'll let you know if I feel I need assistance.
Rogan can protect himself.
He was asking Lucius.
Oh.
But
Josephine,
Rogan pipes in
There's,
that he can protect himself as well.
The location of like where the fire is. How far does it spread? I know of like a logger's kind of cabin.
it's hard to
Further
tell.
into the woods, not part of the town.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from here. Like just the black smoke's coming up, the building, covering the areas. You see light, pockets of fire everywhere. You're not really sure if it's has taken that part of the forest yet. But Delson looks to your.
I direct Delphine like past the town, a little bit further into the woods where I know of the logging
All right.
cabin.
She immediately calls the crew up to deck, and they all take their positions. They man the guns and the harpoon, and she kind of senses your urgency. They bring the ship downwards and fly above the canopy of the Mirkwood, giving wide berth to the blazing inferno, as you can feel the heat emanating from it. So with your guidance, you fly towards a kind of a break in the trees, where you're able to lower yourself on one of the rope ladders near the location that you're looking for.
Just out of curiosity, like, is this a barbarian town?
Yeah,
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking one thing.
No, I'm the only barbarian to come out of this town.
So they're human?
Yeah, we're all human.
And like,
They're all
how,
barbarians.
for how long did you stay with them? Like,
Oh, so, yeah.
how many years did you... This was the town where you grew up in?
This is the town I grew up. Yeah, I lived here till I was 16.
Okay.
The crew looked at you and the sudden shock of your urgency of the fact that you stand there and just chatting with your history.
So,
Well, I mean,
as
so
I
you
feather
go
As
falls.
down.
we're landing,
Yeah,
it's
so you go down.
Well, I would have done it before, but I mean,
So you
I
go
couldn't
down
'cause-
and toward kind of generally this location that you wanted to be. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for Alexander's house.
The fire hasn't reached this area before, so you know exactly where he had lived and where you had lived. You find his cabin untouched by the flames, but you can see
I
the
get
flames.
the captain to land.
She says,
clearing.
"You're the captain. I'm the captain." She's unable to land. There's not enough
Okay.
clearing. They hover above the rope.
And the ropes, and I climb down. Guys, this is my father's place.
Oh, wow! This is your house. How does it look? Does it look good?
It looks exactly the same as I left it.
I mean, I can see.
Oh.
Is it a nice house?
Describe your house to us,
It's
Wolverine.
it's just like it's a rugged cabin. It is pretty nice. Like whoever built it knew carpentry really well and construction, and it's been kept up well. It hasn't been run down actually well. I haven't been here in a long time. When I left it, it's been kept.
It still was kept well, but you notice that the front door has been smashed through.
Oh,
Once I'm down, I'm just gunning it inside the house.
As soon as you touch it, run for the front door.
I want to. So like flames are visible now that we're on the ground. Can
Yeah,
we
but
see
you
where
still-
the flames are?
Further
How
down.
far away?
How far is the house from the village?
It's probably at least a mile. Okay. But yeah, there is a clear path.
If Wolverine starts dashing towards the house, I just say to everybody, "I'm going to scout ahead," and I head towards the flames.
is there any like peasants people or any?
This is a single house that he's landing.
And there's definitely I can't see anyone running out or coming towards.
And
us.
Okay.
I'm going to go stealthily as well.
or attempt.
I take a quick look inside the house to see what it looks like because I'm curious.
Yeah, you follow Wolverine and Wolverine.
And as soon as I see it, I'm gonna go after Lucius.
You take a look and
I just want to see what it looks like.
you see that it's been destroyed from the inside. Furniture everywhere, smashed to bits. There's some sign of a huge struggle that happened here.
Any
You
blood?
see blood. There's definitely blood. You search
Is it
everything.
human blood?
There's blood.
Does anyone know how to tell that?
Yeah.
Do you taste it?
You can medicine drink if you want.
Done.
But you just know you peered in and you ran after Lucius.
Yeah, he didn't stick
do
around.
you
If he
wanna-
did,
Oh
you're
well,
not- you're not
I
gonna
asked if
find
there
me.
was blood,
Okay,
and
sure.
then and I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
It's blood.
It's blood.
It's wine.
That's-
Whoever was
It's
drinking
wine. It's wine, guys.
I go run upstairs, run to each room, and I call it Alexander.
It's quiet.
Lucius is gone. Okay.
Who's with me?
I mean, I'm at the door.
I went back. I'm with Zai right now. She's at the door.
I'm just like, I'm panicked. I'm like, he's not here. There was a struggle, there's blood. Why is this house destroyed when there's a fire going on?
Let's go find
It's a
the
big
fire and
question.
find out.
Is there any tracks? Is there any like people that were dragged out of the house towards somewhere?
Sure, make a survival check.
That's you.
Oh, that's a really good roll. 22. Hold on, I think it's 22. No, 24.
In your panic, you can't really spot. You know, there's a trail that leads to the town, which is where you can tell where the blazing inferno was happening. And there's definitely signs of feet, like 5 or 6 people dragging the bodies out. They have dragged the body down the path towards the village.
Okay, I follow.
Towards the fire.
I follow the direction of
We call
Did you see
Wolverine.
something?
Let him know that we find the traps, and then
Yeah.
we all probably go.
I say Wolverine.
I go.
The whoever was here is definitely heading towards the village, and I can see the traps. So tracks.
I just
leave
I don't
like
say
10
anything.
minutes
I
to
just
set up.
Cortian, are you
I'm
coming too?
running.
So you,
Yeah, I'm staying with you guys. I figured Lucius has gone ahead.
Yeah, been moving the whole time towards the fire.
all right. So you
It's a
got
mile away.
Lucius is ahead of you guys, and Wolverine just starts legging you. You guys fall after Wolverine. As he
I guess I'll
panics.
also tell Lucius. Yo, Lucius, I don't know where you went, but I'll just update you on what we've done.
So you kind of get the information.
10-4, good buddy.
All right. So
I don't know the trucks in this place.
as you're making your way stealthily away, Wolverine is dashing towards the village. Doesn't take him long to catch up to you. He's trying to keep a little low profile.
Well, like I stay hidden. Like
Yeah,
even if he passes me, like I
no,
just stay.
you're hidden. But he's kind of surpassed you at this point. He just dashes 8 feet, and you see your companions run past you at some point.
Have I like gotten close enough to see anything yet?
I would say it's quite far. I mean,
He said it was a mile.
away. So
You
they
can see the blazing
yeah,
trail.
Wolverine passes you. You can see
Okay.
the village though. At one
Like
point-
I think what I had in my mind is that like once I get close, I
Okay,
want
yeah.
to stealth.
all right, so
I'm not like creeping the whole mile. Like
that's you. Yeah,
like
okay.
I ran until I felt that I was getting
I
pretty
had
close,
option one.
and then hid.
Pink Panther theme song going through your head the whole way.
So I mean, like 60 feet around,
Okay.
until I'm close.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then you see a village, a small village, quaint, a larger kind of town. It's not that big, but every building's been destroyed. It's
And it's all
all
on
on
fire.
fire, and some of these buildings have been just smashed in a weird way. Giants maybe, but it seems like something big has kind of just destroyed chunks of these buildings, the way they've fallen.
I want to just like scan. It's like I'm like in the trees, and I want to just scan across, look for any sign of
Make a
movement.
perception check. And you guys now, as you are running, you notice the town. This is your town that you grew up in, and it's just all
jeez.
everything's
Are
on
there
fire.
people like laying dead on the ground?
I
or
can never.
You,
I've never rolled a
anyone
good
running
perception
around?
check.
I
This
do.
is scary.
Make perception checks. So you guys approach the town. The rest of you guys approach the town. You follow with one
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Perception.
As you approach the town, Woman Bane, with these guys in your way,
Just
you're
know the
faster
town
than
so
them.
well.
You know the town well. People that you don't know, people that you may have known in your past, or just olds, just lay dead everywhere in the streets, all around. You don't hear anything but the crackling of wood and the smell of smoke. There's no screaming, no anyone moving, as far as you can tell. As you approach the town, the main road, you know there's a kind of a town square at the center where there used to be a nice fountain, but just there's just bodies everywhere. You notice the houses, even though they're ablaze, again, what Lucius saw as well, like they're destroyed in weird ways. Like something had smashed it, or something had smashed it. Something's big.
So it's smashed the
And it had just gone through. And you notice sitting on the path that you're
sitting
on a chair, a wheelchair, facing
Wheelchairs.
away from it, kind of looking inwards toward the town. Just situated there, hunched in this chair with wheels on it. It's an old man. An old man that just sits there and watches it all burn. An old frail man.
Picture like this wagon wheels on the side of like a.
I had a cowboy in mind too.
I mean, they don't have like rubber or anything, so it's like.
I'm breathing heavily from running and just from panic. And when I see this person, I don't say anything. I just slowly walk toward them.
Does he recognize him?
Well,
Do I recognize from behind?
from behind, you haven't been here in many years. Right? You left when you were quite young. You're quite old.
I'm quite old in my 30s.
In your 30s. You haven't been here for about 15 years. Whoever it was, or maybe you were spoken with wagon wheels inside.
I slowly walk around to the front of him.
It's this old man. He has just white hair. His eyes are kind of sunken in from age. He just stares off into the place of Inferno. When you recognize him, you recognize him in his old age. You can't forget a face that just has so much hate on it. This is the face of Robert Dunbar. He looks at you over Maiden. He says, in a weak, shaky voice, as your fans are still trying to catch up to you at your blinding speed.
I want to like I've witnessed them running past.
You've
right?
seen them from here.
I want to try to kind of make my way as close, wherever I can find cover, but keep myself hidden.
Yeah. Okay. So you see Wolverine now is kind of standing in front of a man in a chair with wheels on it. And you see your companions are making their way, are still running after Wolverine. In a frail voice, in a bony perplexion, he's got a few wounds on him. He says, "Push me, Wolverine. Push me to the center of town.
He
To
knows.
this funny boy."
Wait, sorry, who is this man?
You have no idea.
Okay.
His name is Robert, but you don't know that yet.
Are we there at this point? We heard that?
Robert, what happened here?
They came for you. Come, I must show you something. He kind of points his gnarly finger to the center of town. Kind of urging you to push him in his little chair in the center of town.
I just back up a foot. And I don't help him at all. And I say, Robert, who came for me?
They call themselves the Mountain Crashers.
That was coming.
Where is Alexander?
Yeah, he told us when we went
Points
to the.
center of town.
Yeah, because he says we
I
must see
run. I leave him there. I run to the center of town.
Alright. As you run to the center of town, you just kind of leave him there. You run, and you see, it takes not too long to get to the center of town. You know your way there. It's a small village. You see a large, it's almost like a tree branch, massive, 15 feet branch, has just been driven into the ground and shoots upwards on an angle and just impaled into it through his back. Outwards, this old man, where you recognize the big bushy beard and the strong muscles of a lumberjack, a woodworker. That is your human father, Alexander.
I just my legs give out. I just kneel there. He's dead, right? I don't see.
Oh, he's fully impaled in his stomach as as it kind of sits above an impalement 20 feet up. Just this huge staff, this huge stick, juts out.
And I try to say like, but like when it comes out.
Just the smoke just billows around you.
He's not on fire though, right?
The billows around the square.
Cortez, is there anything you can do?
You guys have run up, and at this point, you see Wolverine have run into the town, and there's this old man just sits there.
I mean, I would follow Wolverine, I guess.
You guys just run past him.
When they reach me, all I'm saying is
sorry, you guys are kind of choppy for me, so I'm catching up. Is there like visible dead people everywhere?
There's dead people everywhere. Like the whole village has been slaughtered.
If it's safe to do, I'm gonna let you guys run ahead. Is it safe to tally and just take stock for myself?
Yeah, you walk around through the streets. Small village.
This guy creeps me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, take stock. Take stock wasn't the right term.
Oh god,
My
10
business,
good
business is good.
business is good. collecting today.
The village is very small. As you guys gather around Wolverine, who, is whispering under his breath, he's dead. And Cortan's taking stock.
I mean, as I'm kind of, again, I follow the party just sort of from cover, just in case. I just want to be ready. And as I kind of examine the dead bodies, I'm curious. I have reason to be curious. Do these look like human bodies, or are they all like Wolverine size or
They
bigger?
are human bodies.
They're all human bodies.
pure human. Various like kids, women, children.
Okay.
Humans.
Okay, they're all humans.
As you gather around Wolverine, he's kind of in this moment. You hear the creaking of a grinding of like a wheel, as Robert in his little strength is wheeling himself to the center of town on his little chair. The village is tiny, so it doesn't take him too long to get there. And he starts wheeling to the center of the square. He says in his feeble breath, from behind you, Wolverine, he says, "Ever since you were born, you have brought nothing but pain and suffering to this village." As you kind of kneel there looking up at Alexander. Continues on and says, "Look at what your existence has brought." He stops about 20 feet from behind you. He says, They came because of you, boy. This is what you have done." You kind of get the sense that he's motioning to the town around him. He sighs and says, "Now they're all dead. The village is gone. My friends, my family. Your existence killed them all. I should have known you were a cursed boy. You killed my daughter, Otto. And even though the one that ever cared for you, the only one that ever cared for you is dead." Kind of motions up towards Alexander. He says, "They dragged them here because of you. The beast slaughtered him because of you. Alexander is dead because of you." He begins to cough up and he sputters a little bit of blood from the wounds he has inflicted on him. Continues on and says, "I watched as the beast and his men destroyed everything. Calling out your name, Wolverine. And when it was done, they came for me. They kept me last till I could witness the repercussions of not ridding this world of you those many years ago. But I pleaded with them. I pleaded and begged the beast. It laughed at me, an old frail man. But it granted me my final wish." And when you kind of wheel a chair over that's a few feet closer to you. He says, "All for a simple price. To tell you one thing." Slipskin sends his regards. At which point, the black smoke that's kind of billowing from the fire It's black. It's from the fire, but mixed in with this kind of dark, evil smoke. This weird energy that just has been billowing through these streets. And you see it kind of just crawling through the cobblestone in the streets, and just seeping through the grounds. It begins to form and pull towards Robert Dunbarton behind you. As it's almost like it's drawing towards him. As you kneel and you're looking up at Alexander, you see this kind of mist, this dark purple black mist form, and this draws past you, and you look and you see Robert behind you, sitting in this chair, and the smoke kind of goes up, like absorbs into his body and through him. He says, "Now, grant me my dying wish." As it seeps into his body, you start to see his frail skin just kind of fall inwards, press against his bones. "Grant me my wish to kill the boy that's taken from me." His form begins to swell and crack, and his bones begin to shift, and his arms begin to enlarge. You hear the chair that he's sitting on splinter and crack under his weight. That slowly just begins to form. He says, "Golgothan, demon of beasts, grant me your power." And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Oh, there was so much information in there.
That was good.
What was the name of the girl?
Bottom.
I thought you were coughing to make it.
Both. Oh, my
grandfather.
Really
But that's a good touch. I like that touch.
Oh, that was perfect.
Nice. Well,
That's fun.
thanks for watching, future watchers. Goodbye.
Bye.